on, people? We just getting started. Shout out to everybody that's out there listening right now, watching. We about to get cooking. Welcome to TD&D Live. I am your host with the festivities tonight on this channel here. I am that dude named Dave, aka TD&D, aka Hot Nickels, aka I ain't taking none of y'all trolls janky mess. But before we get started here, guys, before we get into the title, the thumbnail, and everything else in between here, I need to make sure y'all can hear me. Press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Press 2 if you can't. Lego. Good to be back, guys. It's good to be back. We're going to get into this in a second, guys. We about to get it in. We are about to get it in. I see a few ones. Okay. I just want to make sure before I start going to the chat here. Got a few ones here. We're just getting started. Yeah, all right, y'all can hear me. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Y'all can hear me. Now we can get to cooking. Let's see here. What's going on, people? I'm that dude named Dave, and we are back. It's TD&D Live. It's Tuesday before Thanksgiving. What's today, November 26th? Oh, my God, I'm losing track of my days because I don't know. Do y'all feel a little bit off that Thanksgiving's coming this late in the year? I'm used to Thanksgiving on my nephew's birthday, or at least my niece's birthday. My nephew was just last week, the 17th, right? Shout out to my nephew, Troy, turned 18 years old, right? But then his sister, Olivia, turned 17 on the 24th, which was on Sunday, right? So shout out to my niece, Olivia. She just got her first job as well. So I got to take her to get her bank account opened up, right? But doesn't it feel a little weird to have Thanksgiving on the 29th? At the end of the month? Man, they threw me off here. But anyways, guys, we're gonna get this going here. We're gonna talk about, will Diddy be free by Thanksgiving? Oh my God, there's a whole bunch of things we're gonna discuss with that there. Drake down bad because the ninja is suing. Oh my God. I dropped a video on Drake. I wasn't gonna do it. I don't care how many views it got, right? I was up and it was late, and I said, I'm just gonna drop this video just because, because it's gonna lead into the conversation that we're gonna do today. So we're gonna talk about Diddy, we're gonna talk about Drake, but I gotta address 2 items before we get started here, right? I got 2 major items I gotta address, and these 2 items are regarding trolls. Oh my God. But before we get started, guys, I want to talk to the chat here, right? Let's do the particulars out the way, right? I need you guys to comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below because I'm on the road to 20,000 subscribers, guys. We're gonna get there by Thanksgiving. I don't know if you've seen the little push I've been doing. I've been dropping content of whether you watch it or not, whether you listen or not, whether you gonna get the ninja watch on. I'm back in the fold, man. We back to cooking like the old days here. We knocking at a 20,000, baby. I think we're gonna get there by Thanksgiving, guys. Where we at now? Hold on. Let me just double check where we at here. We gonna keep climbing. We don't stop there. Where we at here? We're at, oh man, we're at 134 away. Shout out to the new tribe members. Shout out to the old tribe members. We're going to be rocking and rolling rock. So shout out to the push here because we've been dropping content every day. There's been new reaction videos. We've been dropping shorts. I'm still doing lives here. Sometimes the live's been a little miss here, but we going to get to it. You know what I mean? We rocking. So shout out to all the new members out there. You know what I'm saying? The new tribe subscribers. Yo, before we even get to this live stream here, right? I need y'all to go look at my channel. There's been tons of content. It's been a lot of conversation. Been a lot of dialogue. I appreciate that. We getting the conversation started when I drop these videos and y'all are in the comment section. Man, let me see here. What we dropped? I don't know what I've been dropping, man. Let's see here. We dropped the Lisa Ray reaction earlier today. We got that. What else we got here? Yo, the Candace Owens video, man. Guys, I dropped that Candace Owens video. There's been a lot of conversation in that one, a lot of dialogue, a lot of bots. Oh my God. Between the Candace Owens video and the Roland Martin videos I've done, I had no idea that the trolls and bots would be out. So shout out to the tribers that's actually watching. Hey, shout out to y'all trolls, man, because y'all just giving me a little bit of a exercise here because y'all ain't built to rock with me on this one here, right? The people who come in the comment section, you can tell they janky. You can tell they musty. You can tell they on some other stuff. So yeah, shout out to all y'all. Check out the new content. We got the shorts popping in, so show y'all love here. Also, guys, hey, before we even get cooking here, TD&D roll call, city, state, zip, area code, rep where you from. You know me, 630 Chicagoland suburbs, stand up. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to get into the chat here, and I'm going to see who's rocking with me, and then we're going to get this going here. I'm not going to long stroke y'all. I got two major items I got to talk about in the beginning before we get to Diddy and Drake, all right? But let me see who's in the chat here. We're not going to long stroke y'all too much here. Before we even get cooking here, shout out to my man, Pooh Man. Okay, yeah, I almost forgot. You guys can support the channel because I'm trying to keep the lights on here. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. We got the Cash App, as you can see the ticker that Pooh Man dropped for me, $ that dude named Dave. And we got the members groups here. If you got to be on a desktop PC or a laptop to join the members. Guys, I got to show love to Pooh Man. Pooh Man got elevated last live stream, right? He got the big boy wrench. If you guys, whoever owns YouTube channels, you may not know this. There's a regular wrench and then there's the big boy wrench. Pooh Man has been elevated to big boy status on the channel. And here's the thing, Pooh Man is the only one who got the big boy wrench on the channel. And here's how it's going on here. Because Pooh Man behind the scenes, he's been showing love and support. And here's the thing, I want to talk to Pooh Man for a couple of moments here. No matter if you give me videos, Pooh Man, and I don't react to them, have you noticed that even though I may not do a video, when I come to these live streams, I may use those videos for talking points where we might kick back for 20 or 30 minutes, right? Pooh Man's always sending me content. He's always sending me emails. So does Derek, too. I don't know if Derek's here in the building, but Pooh Man's been #1 every day sending me videos. And even though I don't react to him, I use him as content for the live stream. So thank you, Pooh Man. You're on the job. He got the big boy wrench, and he's out here rocking with the tribe, guys. So shout out to Pooh Man. He's also showing, he's dropping everything for me. I got to get my Twitter game going. We're going to do that. That's right. I got to get my Instagram going. But also, too, yeah, the members. Shout out to Pooh Man with that. What's going on, Thomas? We got Thomas in the building here. Good to see you. We got Trigger. Trigger's in the house. What's going on? Trigger, good to see you, brother. Jurgen, my brother from Germany. What's going on, man? Good to see you. All right, I saw you earlier. Got the ones here. Shout out to my man. You can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. MOP, it's your last warning. You're gonna get a timeout. I'm telling y'all like to drop them twos. You know I don't like them twos. Unless I tell you for the twos. Okay? Hey, MOP, it's your last warning. All right? It's your last warning. You know it comes. That's what's up, man. He's representing Wilmington, Delaware, 302 in the building. You know, everybody knows how I get down. I like to mess with my tribe here, man. It's all love, man. Shout out to Thomas. Hey, man, 617 Mass in the building. Good to see you. Like I said with my man Jurgen, 415 Germany in the house. That's what's up here. Pinball is in the building. What's going on, Pinball? The mobile office, he's in Valdosta, GSA. Next stop, it's Tampa headquarters. Oh, yeah, you're going back home. Oh, I realize here, you're headed home for the holidays. Get home safe, Pinball. Hey, this message goes out to all my truck drivers, to whether you do UPS, you do FedEx, you got the big rigs, you got the 18-wheelers. If you're out there on these streets, be safe. I heard it's going to be a big storm pop this weekend. Not sure yet, but get home safe, drive safe, brother. Shout out to my blue collars putting in that work, man. Yes, indeedy. Let's see here. What's going on, Miss Walker? Why you thirst trapping me, girl? Why are you thirst trapping me with your ninja watch? Say I'll be ninja watch the last 45 minutes of my shift, but I'll be back. Girl, you gotta stop thirst trapping. Look at the picture here. These are my members. These are my subscribers here. You see, she got a wrench here. Look at the thirst trap. She changed. You know what though, guys? She does this all the time because I point out, and then she makes it a point to change her profile picture. You just want ninjas to be thirsting after you, be simping, huh, Miss Walker, up in the AZ. She got that Arizona here. You can tell by the way she looked with the little hair. She got that Arizona thing going. Shout out to you, Miss Walker. I know you're ninja watching, but all love here. Yes, indeedy here. Let's see here. Dave said, Dave, I did watch him earlier. Are you able to check it out? It's hard for me, man. It's hard. I don't know, man. After I get done here, I got to work on some more content. I can't guarantee you that. I'm just being honest with the tribe out here. If y'all are out here making content, shout out to y'all, right? If I can pull up to a live stream, I'll try to pull up. I can't guarantee you because I literally be on the other side of this area. You only see just a small section of TD&D Studios, right? I'll go to the other side here and I'm working on content. I'm sourcing content. I'm reacting to content. I'm going to the behind the scenes on YouTube. So I can't guarantee you. I might. I can't guarantee you that, brother. You know what I'm saying? You seen the content I've been dropping? You seen the content? It's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll try to add in my schedule, man. There's other content creators. They be like, yo, Dave, where you be at? I'm like, Ninja, I'm working too. You trying to get this AdSense money? I'm trying to get this AdSense money. All right? You know? So it's all good, man. I'm going to try, man. I'll try. You know, I just can't guarantee it, man. Like, I pulled up to a BT Broken Traditions live stream about a week ago, and I was there for like 10 minutes, so I couldn't cook. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you know, I showed my love, gave him a like, and you know, I cracked a couple of jokes. I was out the building. You know what I mean? So yeah. Look at that, Dave, all love. You know what you doing, girl. Stop messing with me, Miss Walker. You know she took the Walker out. I was called Miss Walker. Oh, Miss Walker. Stop playing with me, girl. Talking about all love. You know it's all love, girl. You thirst trapping a ninja. Stop it. Stop it. No, keep it. No, don't stop. This is one of those times, don't listen to me, all right? Don't listen to me. I need to stop playing, man. What's going on, Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams, man, top of the evening from Brooklyn to my tribe and to my tribal chief. Now I'm expecting you to wear some red for demon time over your notification. And P.S., sorry, my dude, I still believe in my boys. I know. Hey, Mr. Williams, I thought about wearing red. I was busy at work. I had a lot of things going on. I literally washed all my red joints, like the red turtlenecks, red t-shirts, red V-necks. I was gonna switch it up. I said, "What the red track suits?" I said, and then at the last minute, I was so busy. I said, "We gotta get the show going." You know what I'm saying? I should have wore red. But, you know, it is what it is. She's like, no, I just didn't like to have my government name out there. You don't want the government, G-U-B? You want no government name? Oh, I got you. I'm just messing with you, girl. It's all good here. Hey, shout out to everybody in the tribe here. You know what I mean? Everybody checking in. I need to address 2 items before we get started. And before I address these items, I need to go ahead and type something out on Facebook to get this party started here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here, guys. We live streaming, we live here. And I got to show a ninja what's up here. Hold on, not that one. Let's see here. Is it this one? All right, yeah. All right, here we go. Hey, y'all. I am live now on YouTube. I started this stream at, give me a second, guys. Work with me for a second. We're going to get into it. This is the first part here. We're going to get into it. 5 p.m. on Tuesday. This dusty ninja would rather lie on Facebook than cam up and prove his point. Yeah, I'm acting extra today, guys. Give me a second. I'm acting extra right now. I gotta put this out here in real time. Give me a second, guys. We're gonna cook. Give me a second. Hold on. Prove his point. This fool is a troll. I will be here for at least 3 hours. Stop listening to people who want us to believe them, but won't pull up. There we go. Hold on. Do I have any? Oh, let me do one more thing here. Give me 1 second. Where's the live stream at? Here's the live. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I tell you, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing in 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm telling y'all what I'm doing here. It's America. That's right, Pinball. It's America. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Let me do it here. Make sure I got this. Hey, y'all, I'm live now on YouTube. I stated. Wait, Whoop, don't want no typos. They'll try to come for me. You know how these janky trolls are. This fool's a troll. I'll be here for at least 3 hours. Stop listening to people who want us to believe them but don't want to pull up. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. Now, I had to do that live here. For anybody wondering what's going on, I have the link pinned up in the chat here for mofos who want the cam up here. Let me tell you something here. I'm getting the concept. I got 2 items before Diddy and Drake, okay? The 2 items are, number 1, I admit, I think I got a goddamn problem. I think I got a problem. What's going on? Quick in the building. Melanin A1, what's going on? Good to see y'all, right? Likes up in the building. All right, hey guys, I think I got a problem. And you know what my problem is? You know what my problem is? Dusty ass, dingy ass trolls and tethers. Lying ass ninjas on Facebook. People who you don't even know who want to create a post trying to talk like they're an authoritative figure and want to say, please believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I got proof. Let me tell y'all, Facebook janky ass ninjas. Stop typing and cam up. Here's what happened, guys. I got to get off Facebook. I'm going to get to the main subject in a second here. I'm warming up here because I'm trying to give the dusty troll a chance to come to my live stream. Okay, check us out here. I got to get off Facebook because for some reason, y'all know I love boxing. You see Ali in the corner there. You see Lucille. We got the WBC belt here on display here. You know what I'm saying? You see one of the best books of all time behind me, Four Kings. You know, we representing here, you know, with my son. I got to mix it up here, but you see number 1, Ali, the GOAT, greatest of all time. He's behind me. Right? So for some reason, I go to these janky ass Facebook posts that Facebook recommends to me. And so I'll go down and I will read the comments. I'll see the posts. But lately, Facebook has been sending me groups and posts from some of the dumbest ninjas in the goddamn game. I don't think y'all heard me. I'm telling y'all, Facebook boxing has to be some of the dustiest, dingiest, lying mofos troll activity in the goddamn game. The dude who I showed up to his post today, pause, it's the same ninja that I saw last week in a post regarding the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. So I'm going back and forth, and I'm just testing my verbal chatting skills on typing, and I got to a point here. I said, you know what? I'm freaking 44 years old. We don't type like this. Or if I'm on a keyboard on my desktop. I said, you know what? Work smarter, not harder, Dave. So I tell these mofos, God damn it, pull up. It's not a boxing channel, but y'all know I'm into this sports here. Y'all know I'm in this pop culture here. You know I can hold my own, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm done typing here because you are just typing babble. And since you're talking babble, I want you to pull up at 5 p.m. Eastern to my channel here so that we can talk this out here because I'm sick and tired of typing to you dusty ass ninjas here. Oh, no, I cooked you. You ain't cooked nothing. I'm tired of typing. Let's get to the goddamn point. Oh, I cooked you. You ain't cooked nothing. You ain't said nothing. Like muffin, like M-U-F-F-I. I ain't spelling nothing right. It's nothing. Right? These nothing ass ninjas. So it got to the point today. I'm fast forward. I'm not staying this long here, guys. I said, look, man, you dumb as hell. Read the room. You drop this janky ass commentary. Ain't no one rocking with you. How about this here? How about you just pull up, turn your camera on, stop being a goddamn keyboard warrior, and pull up? Oh, know what he said, guys? Check out this dude said. I knew this dude was either a tether or a goddamn troll. You ain't gonna bully me into no debate or conversation. I was like, hold up. I should have done this from Jump Street. So I clicked on his name, went to his channel. Like, this dude has to be like in his mid-20s. Let me get this straight here. A mid-20 to knocking on a 30-year-old man said that he is being bullied? He thought he was being bullied by me. I had to respond back and say, dog, you don't know what bullying's like until I get started. And so that brought me to the conclusion here. These new ninjas is soft. Soft as cottonelle tissue. Over here, want to get on social media and be some goddamn keyboard warriors and talk big, bad, and tough. And I'm like, I don't want to type no more. I just want to get on the mic and talk to a man face to face, because that's what real men do, because I was born in a time we didn't have social media. I was born in a time where there was no internet. I was born in a time that if you had to talk to a man, you had to be in his face to face, baby. And then these dudes just want to type on the keyboard, just want to keep typing. I said, stop typing. I kept telling him, stop the goddamn typing and cam up. And you know what he's gonna say? Oh, I'm not gonna be bullied. I'm gonna cook you. I said, no, I'm not gonna answer your questions no more, because it's a waste of goddamn time. So I'm saying this to all the goddamn Facebook warriors out there. Shut the up. Hold on. I don't think y'all heard me here. I'm telling y'all Facebook keyboard warriors, shut the up. Right? I'm giving y'all a censor button just because right now, so it can hit harder. All right? Let me give you another one here. Dude, what is his name here? Hold on. His name on Facebook is CT, C-E-E space T-E-E. Stop talking the janky ass casual boxing talk. If you really about this life here, then you know what though? Pull up. If not, shut the mother up. Look at Quick. He talking about LOL. Calm down, Dave. No, I ain't calming down. Quick, I ain't calming down. What are we talking about here? I ain't calming down. No, I'm sick and tired of these dumbasses here, man. I'm calling them dumbasses. Dumbass, dumbass, dumbass. Right? These young ninjas is soft, guys. What is the next generation is on some jankiness here. I feel sorry for these next generations behind us here. Like the Gen X, we are the last of the last here, because the cats that are younger than us are just weak. They're punks. They're sorry. They're weak. I want to say it again. They're little girls. And then when you confront them, it's like, forget typing. I'm in your face, ninja. And you know what they're going to say? Oh, you're a bully. Man, shut your soft ass up. Lord have mercy. Trying to get your boxing page off when about 1,000 comments say you are janky as hell. Look at this here. Oh, look at the comment section. Look at T. Orlando coming in. We'll talk about Diddy in a second, Brock. Don't worry. TD out here beefing. Hey guys, I told her, I'll text T. Orlando. I was like, yo, man, I'm talking to this dumbass right now. He's like, yo, let me send you a Facebook request. No, though, it worked out, T. Orlando, because you would have bullied him worse. All right, I know you would have bullied him. I'm being nice here. Look at Pinball talking about Dave, a big bully. Nah, I ain't no big bully. I'm sick and if you go publicly, here's how this works here, guys. Here's how this works here. If you're going to go on public and social media, be prepared for someone to come back at you no matter what you post. Whether it's a video, I'm doing a live stream, or it's a post, if you put your name behind it, be prepared for someone to come up at you. And if they're going to come at you, be prepared to like defend your stance. But check it out here. People are tired of typing. And you know what though? If you really want to be hardcore about yours, be prepared to cam up and let's get this game started. Otherwise, you ain't about this life. You soft, you can't debate, you cannot put your position out there to prove your point. So because of that, I need you ninjas to shut the up. Take a sip of that Moscow Mule. There's no Moscow Mule in here. I got ginger ale in this piece here, brother. It's ginger ale. We ain't drinking, yo. I'm sober. This is sober Dave. Lord have mercy. What you saying here? Them tight ass pants and me skirts cut. Cam up then, gatekeeper. Cam up. Don't type. Cam up. The link's at the top of the screen here, right? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Don't be a keyboard warrior. I'm going to get to my next subject in a second here, but don't be typing nothing and you ain't saying nothing. You ain't even got a picture on there. You're probably a janky ass troll yourself here. Hold on, let me pull you up here. Let me see if I can pull your channel up here. Let's see here, man. How about this? While I'm pulling up your profile, how about you click the goddamn link here? I want y'all, if you from Facebook, I hope this is you, CT. I hope it's you. Hold on. Let's do this here. Let me go ahead and back up here. Let's see if he responded to the post. I'm just trying to give this guy a few minutes before I get to the show here, right? What's going on, Divine Photos? Good to see you, man. I've been called a bulky or a bully. No, he ain't say nothing. He ain't responding back. This same thing happened. I called him out last week and he went ghost. Trying to give this guy a chance here. Hold on now. Let me do this here. For the man Gatekeeper, let's see what you about. Let's go to your channel. Man, you ain't nobody. That's what I thought. You ain't nobody. Hey, Gatekeeper. Cam up or I'm blocking your ass. Let's see now. My timer's hitting, you got 1 minute to click the link. Starting now. You got 1 minute or you're getting blocked, okay? That's how this works here. Keeps I can't stand keyboard. I can't stand him real quick. I'm trying to give this guy a goddamn chance because he talked a whole bunch of mess, right? And I'm like, I'm tired of you talking. No, really, I said, I'm tired of you typing. I'm about this talk here. I'm giving this dude a minute, and then that's a wrap here. I'm giving it, hey, come on, Facebook. You gotta do better than this. You gotta do better than this. Come on, I'm giving you time here. What's going on, Keith? Every time you start talking about boxing, a kid will tell you I got to get in the mix. Hell yeah, man, I know. Well, you got your side eyes melanin. He's like, what the hell's going on here? We're going to start in a second. Don't worry. I know he ain't got no balls to cam up. They never cam up. You see, they'll type behind a post and say all these big things like this there, and they know you a clown. All right, then, call me a clown in my face. Don't type it in my face. Pause. You got a minute, Gatekeeper. Hold on. Wait, hey, Gatekeeper, is that for me? I read that wrong. Hey, Gatekeeper, you coming at me? Or are you just talking in general? Because I actually just read it again. Stop beefing. Every once in a while, T. Orlando, you got to show out to show off. Okay? Every once in a while, you gotta let ninjas know that I ain't taking no mess. There's always other YouTubers that's watching, and they out here talking this mess here, guys. And every once in a while, even though they ain't gonna cam up, you gotta let them know that you stand on business, okay? Any point that I talk on, I will sit there and talk about. We're talking politics, we're talking pop culture, we're talking this boxing, the sports. You gotta let these ninjas know because there's a lot of jealous mofos out here that wish they can have certain spots, wish they can have certain visibility, or they're just miserable people who just want to troll their ass off, right? So every once in a while, you gotta let people know that you about this here. It's like, yo, you gonna come for me, but come for me on goddamn camera. Stop freaking typing. All right, guys, we're moving on. We got a whole show to do. We'll see what happens. The link is pinned at the top. We'll see if anybody shows up, okay? We'll see if anybody shows up. Hey, what's going on, Peter? Good to see you, man. It's been a while since Mike. Yeah, I know, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I've been here, brother. I've been here. Good to see you. T. Orlando says, don't come for me if I don't send for you. Right. And check this out, T. Orlando. If I don't send for you, I'm going to send you back unhappy. Lord have mercy. Sometimes you got to let them know. Sometimes, even if there is no confrontation, even if they don't cam up, you have to let these ninjas know, these tethers know what's up here. If, hey, you want to start some mess, you coming in for one. This ain't no easy win, all right? This ain't no easy win. All right, guys, let's get it going here. That's first order of business. Second order of business. You okay, Chucky? I'm good, Chucky. I got to take care of some trolls, all right? I got to take care of some trolls. Second order of business, guys. Second order of business. I need to address something because some of my talking points in my videos, and one of my lifelong subscribers had, posed a question. There was no beef, but he asked for a clarification. I'm glad we have that here. What's going on, BT? So Dave out here beefing. What I just walk into? Hey, man, just some dumbass people on Facebook. So I told him to pull up here, and you know what happened, BT? They called me a freaking bully. A grown-ass man want to talk stuff on Facebook, right? So I said, stop typing, pull up and cam up. You're a bully. I was like, oh, Lord, you weak-ass ninjas. What's going on with you, BT? Okay, guys, let me talk about this other item here. TD&D, a telephone tough guy. I ain't no telephone tough guy. I thought you were going to say Mr. Telephone Man. Okay, second order of business, guys. We'll come, if someone clicks the link, we'll come back to the troll. But for now, I gave it the first 32 minutes here. I did a little intro, try to give it some time. Dude ain't showing up again. All right, guys. What up, Doe, everyone? I'm late. Shout out to you, Pooh Man. Gave you a shout out earlier. All right, guys, second order of business. During the election, some guys have heard me say certain things, certain items here, and I had a subscriber who rocks with me wanted a clarification on certain things I've been saying, and I appreciate that because dude been rocking me from day one. Rod, is it Rod Walker's last name from Houston, Texas, right? And so Rod asked a question on one of my videos in one of the VODs in the premieres, and I gave an answer, and I thought about it because I've been getting a lot of comments and trolls lately, so I wanted to clarify my preference here, my statements here, what I've been saying. I want everybody to understand, if you are from Africa, if you are from Jamaica, the Caribbean, the islands, Dominican Republic, et cetera, I don't hate y'all. Rod Neal, thank you, BT. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, Rod Neal. Thank you, BT. So many people we rock with, man. I lose track of the names. Shout out to Rod. No beef between Rod. Rod asked a question, and I'm glad that the way he asked the question, because the way that he asked me, it's because he respects me. And so I was able to give him a respectful answer right back. It wasn't just someone coming out of left field throwing stuff at me. You know what I'm saying? So check this out here. So I want everybody, whether you're African, you're from the Caribbean, you're from the islands, Jamaica, DR, etc. I don't hate y'all. I got no beef with anybody who is here legally. I have no problem if you are not a legal American, you're not an American citizen, but you've gone through the process of the immigration, legal port of entry, and you got your green card, et cetera, you're doing things the right way. I got no problem with people like this here, guys. If you're doing things legally the right way, and if you're migrating to this country here legally, I got no beef. The issues that I have is the tethers who claim to be us. Hey, we are all one brother. Listen, don't listen to these other niggas. We got to stick together. No. I do not rock with the tethers who want to be cool with me and things are cool, but then you want to be in our spaces and tell us what we need to do. You left your home country. You left your island to be here. So if you left where you came from here, you can't tell me what to do because you didn't stay where you were at to fix the problems in your homeland. I have no problem for any of my brothers and sisters from everywhere else. Don't tether onto our culture and then tell me what I need to do or what my people need to do, what my FBA brothers and sisters need to do. Do not come in here acting like you're an authoritative figure. Because you left where you were at because if it wasn't that bad, you wouldn't have came to America. And my biggest example that I had was my best friend. I keep bringing it up, who passed away last year. And I keep her name alive, Dr. Zoe Stallings. She passed away from cancer last year. But I saw her mother, her father, her brothers and sisters do it the right way. They came here from Jamaica when they were 9 years old, and it took her almost till she was like 38 years old to become a naturalized American citizen, right? She went to New York and Ellis Island to take the oath, to go ahead and became naturalized. She is a citizen before she passed away. But here's the thing that bothers me the most. Not the most, but that bothers me. She died in goddamn student loan debt because she went to med school here. If she would have came up during this time period here, she could have came here illegally and got all the free benefits and goods that comes with all this situations with the woke and the Democrats and the left letting all this migrants come in here before the new administration comes in, right? I use her as an example because her and her family, here's one thing that I recognize being around them. They do delineate. She and her family and all her peoples around her were Jamaican first. Even though we say we're black in America and we rock with each other and I got nothing but love for their family, they let me know we were hanging out. It was no disrespect. And I didn't feel the disrespect because how can I cosplay into Jamaican culture? But they let me know, Dave, this is ours. This is what we do. This is how we rock. And you know what I had to say? Hey, I can't claim that. And you know something? Even in my mind, I try to think about it. I was like, this ain't mine. So how can I cosplay this? So for the people that's come in my comment section lately, there's someone saying that I'm not American or I'm not black American. I got no problem with you guys. I don't have, what's going on, 3 a.m. Thought Club? I got no problem with these people here. I got a problem with the people who cosplay us. When things are good, oh, we are all black. We are all one nation. All right? Or something's going on with them. Oh, you need to help us out. You look at you niggas. You complaining about you might help us out. We are all one brother. We are one family. No. But then when things are going bad for us, you niggas are always begging. How is it that I come into your country and I only had $2.15 and look at me now? I am a success story. Everybody who's an immigrant here owes a debt to foundational black Americans because none of you people would be here if it wasn't for the backs and sweat and the beat downs that our lineage, my family took to fight so that not only that we had a little something here, but it let other blacks from other countries and other islands come into this country here. We are not the same, even though we have the same skin tone. It doesn't mean that we're not allies. Do you hear that here? Just because we're not the same don't mean we can't be allies, but you gotta understand something right now. So they were trying to be Jamaican. Hey, when Usain Bolt was whooping ass, man, I was like, God damn, the Americans are down bad. I wanted in my mind, I was like, I want to claim Usain Bolt, brother. And I was like, I can't claim him. His hairline is janky. I'm saying, I said, I wanted to class, like, I can't even claim him. You see his hairline? Hey, man, hey, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying here is that I got no problem with nobody here if you're an ally. But don't come here as a tether and then dictate to us what we need to do. Because if you were doing things right, you would not be here. You would have not left your country because here we got here. My people couldn't leave. My people didn't leave if they wanted to leave. They stood here and fought and died here. So you know what, though? I'm here now, and since I'm here and I'm recognizing what's going on here, it's like, no, we can't have that. If we are allies, we rock together. But don't come here telling us what to do. Don't tell us that we are lazy and shiftless here, because without us, you wouldn't be here anyway. So this is just shout out to all y'all who's down for me. But understand, if you come in here trying to tell me what to do, or you're trying to tell others what we need to do as black men and women, as foundational black Americans, brothers and sisters, no, we ain't here for it. Then we know we ain't got allies now. No. We're not here for the tether babble. We're not here for the tether talk, okay? We're not here. I said Jamaican. Oh, my bad. I read it fast here. BT. Jamaican, yeah. Gotcha, brother. I read it fast, man. I read it too fast. Hey, shout out to you, brother, man. Shout out to you. Oh, look at this. Someone actually clicked the link. I am not letting you on until I see you. I got to see your camera. You don't got to be camera on the live stream here, but you got to turn your camera on so I can see who you are. People in the past have pulled their dicks out, and I had to cut the stream and start a new stream out here. So if I cannot see you in the green room, you are not coming up. That is the rules here. You don't got to turn your camera on once I bring you up, but you have to show who you are. If you don't do that, I'm kicking you out. Okay? Okay? Your camera's not on. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute to turn your camera on. He left. You don't got to be camera live, but I got to see who you are. I gotta see, you gotta turn your camera on. See, when you clicked on, you was in the green room. I need to see your camera in the green room. When I pull you up, you can turn your camera off, okay? Yeah, Thomas, he's scared. What's going on, Mary? Congratulations on the subs. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm ninja watching right now. I watch everything else on replay. Shout out to you, Mary. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, we almost at 20,000. I think we'll be here by Thanksgiving. Yeah. Pinball said, Dave can't see you. Access denied. Exactly. Access denied. This is the rules, guys. You guys see the link that's pinned up there. You don't have to be on camera at the live stream, but when you click and you're in that green room, I have to see you. And then when I verify that I see you, you can turn your camera off. But what did I say on Facebook? I said camera on and mic on, so at least I can verify you. You ain't gonna come up here and then gonna try to pull your dick out? Nah, we ain't doing it. What's going on, Go Cree Cree? Yeah, I'm giving ninjas time to cam up here. And now we're gonna get to the show here. We're about to get cooking here. We're gonna talk about Diddy and Drake here. What's going on with you? Hey, Sheila, I saw you come in, Sheila. How you doing, girl? Sheila in the building. T. Orlando says, stop bullying. Hey, man, come on, stop playing with me. Ain't no bullying here. T. Orlando, if you talk a whole bunch of stuff, don't you think that if a ninja calls you out, you better be prepared to stand your ground? Man, oh, man. I'm going back to Facebook and still nothing. Still no response. This happened last week when I called this dude out. All right, guys, we're going to get the show going. I addressed my two major points here. It's a great right and honor to be an American. If you put in the work, another thing, yeah. Hey, Mary, you heard my stance here. We in America with a capital M, Mary. America. Not America, America. You got to put the apostrophe in the front with the capital M. This is America. Excuse me. Yeah, we in America, baby. I can't claim no Africa. I can go back to my 4 generations. If I go back 4 generations, my mother's side, my great-great-grandparents on my mother's side was born into slavery, but then came out as freemen on the other side of slavery. Right? 4 generations removed. All right. That's not that long ago, guys. 4 freaking generations on my mom's side here. So and then I can keep going back to 1700s. We're talking about a couple of centuries. I can't claim Africa. I'm FBA. We here in America. And I'm FBA brother here. Yeah, look at T. Orlando. You simping right now, brother. Yeah. We all know Dave will drop a link quick to. Yeah, I will. It's already there. Pinball is pinned. I gave the guy. Okay, we're going to get to the show now. We're going to get to the show now, guys. Someone did click the link, but they got scared. And you know what? You're not on Facebook saying anything right now. No comments, nothing responded back. So we're going to get moving, guys. Let's get to the main reason why. Let's get to the show. Thank you, everybody, for dealing with me for the first 44 minutes, 45 minutes. Look at Tim Brown and say, I'll send for Sheila. Shout out to my peoples here. I'll send for Sheila. Let's get it going here, guys. All right. I had to get that out the way. I want to get those 2 main points. Let's get the show started. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. We got the Cash App $, that dude named Dave. We got the membership group here as well. Show y'all support, show y'all love. The reason why y'all here, because y'all may have saw the community post here. I said I got to address some trolls. That's out the way. Let's get the Diddy, guys. I'm glad my man T. Orlando's in the building. I have a legal heavyweight in the building, okay? I have a legal heavyweight in the building. He knows what he's talking about, all right? So if I say something janky, he will correct me, right? And if I say something right, he's going to expound on it and give additional details. I got a legal beaver in the building here, and we talking about Diddy. Mr. Take that. Guys, we are, as we're doing this live stream here, we are 2 days before Thanksgiving here. Look at T. Orlando. In fairness, I'm drunk at the casino. Hey, T. Orlando, I'll take your drunk counsel over some dusty ninja every day. All right, brother? You my guy. I'll take your drunk counsel any day of the week over some dusty ninja on Facebook. Anyway, guys, we're going to Diddy here, right? As we're recording this on Tuesday the 26th here, there's been a lot of chatter going on. A lot of news going on with Diddy and the fact that could he or could he not get out? When we say get out, we're not saying he's going to beat the case. What I'm saying is, will he get bail? Will he get bail and be home for the holidays? And the reason why I decided I want to do this live stream here is because I've been seeing a lot of people in my comment section that is really getting emotional about Diddy. Like when they comment, they're emotional. Like I get it. You don't like Sean Combs. You don't like the Diddler. You don't like Baby Oil. You weren't invited to the Diddy parties at a time there, and you're holding some animosity. There was a time like 15 years ago, in like 2008, and you got turned away by the door, and you knew you wanted to get in some dick-nanigans. But whatever it was, they wouldn't let you get involved in dick-nanigans, so now you salty as hell. I get it. People, I've been told one guy in the comments, I said, dude, you need to reread before you post here. You are really taking this too personal here. Right? I had to tell somebody this, like, I understand you don't like the man, but you are taking this personal here. But the main thing here is that what we're talking about is several key items here. The prosecution, the state or the feds, how we're going to address them, have made some major mistakes from Jump Street. Right? Whether you don't know, we're going to go over a few items. I'm not a legal mind. I'm just going over what's reported. Just remember that. Even though I got a drunk T. Orlando in the chat here, I am not a legal mind. I want to put that out there. I am not giving legal advice, or I'm just commenting on what's out there for us, and we're having a conversation. So to get this party started here, I want to play a reaction clip here, a video from the news that showcase the defense's, the prosecution, what they did wrong from the Jump Street here. We're going to get into this here because the main thing is I want to set up the items here that possibly could allow Diddy go home on bail. He may not, here's what I want to preface here, guys. He may not go home until the trial starts May 5th. But the way things are going, like what Jim Carrey said in Dumb and Dumber, so you're telling me there's still a chance. Okay, guys. Hey, Thomas, I almost forgot about that. Yeah. RIP to welcome at Chuck Woolery, guys. Hey, I almost forgot that. That happened like a couple of days ago. Hey, guys, before I pull the video up, let's do a 10-second salute to Mr. 2 and 2. I don't know about y'all, but when I was a shorty in the 80s, when I came home, Love Connection, I can't remember if it came on at 3 o'clock or 3:30 Central Time on CBS. I watched me some goddamn Love Connection. Pause. Chuck Woolery was that dude, man. So let's give our 10-second salute to Chuck Woolery. Rest in peace to the 2 and 2. Rest in peace to the 2 and 2. All right, guys, let's get into the show now. What I want to do here is I want to play this first clip regarding the Diddy case here, and we're going to get into the rest of the information if Diddy can come home or not, right? So, likes up in the building. Let's go. Whoops. Let's pull it up here. There we go. Almost didn't have it up here. Look at this. This dude actually put in the private chat, what's cracking. Okay, that's the dude who showed up. He actually put some items in there. Man, please. All right, guys, let's get it going here. Let's talk about Diddy here. Actually, when we get the different one here, let's share this one in here. We're going to CNN, actually. All right, at least we're going to get an objectional lawyer here, all right? So shout out to the chat here. Likes up in the building. Let's go.
Stacey Schneider. And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise, and they actually named it in the indictment, the Combs Enterprise. And they said that this enterprise consisted of him as the alleged leader, his employees, assistants, staff, allegedly, that were able to procure women and alleged male sex workers to engage in performances for his own sexual gratification. Where it differs from a mob indictment, it has all the elements of putting together this racketeering allegation of all these moving pieces using resources from his businesses. But the fact that this is about an allegation of sexual gratification being accomplished by alleged human trafficking, it's one of the most unique indictments I've ever seen in this area, in the area of sex crimes, because the government isn't actually prosecuting the sex crimes other than the human trafficking or the sex trafficking. They're not prosecuting any type of alleged sexual abuse to women, although that's part of this racketeering scheme. But the actual charges are racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transporting individuals over state lines to engage in prostitution. The reasoning around all of this, his alleged motivation as presented in that indictment by the government is for his own personal gratification. And that's just the strangest type of indictment I've ever seen. But I agree with you. This indictment reads, it's very disturbing. The facts presented are out of, a very bad Hollywood story. And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these sexual performances that have been named freak-offs. And there seems to be a ton of evidence allegedly tying this scheme together. So it's an interesting way of prosecuting it, but I understand why they did it that way.
So what did you make of what Elizabeth Wagmeister just reported? And obviously, Sean Diddy Combs and his attorneys they're going to get their day in court. But the idea that the government, in their characterization, does not say that anybody did any of these things non-consensually. What do you make of that?
I make of that as being a big flaw already in the government's case, which the defense was quick to point out.
Hold on, guys. Listen at this point here. Listen at this point here. This is the reason why I wanted to play this video here. T. Orlando, I know you drunk, but chime in on this as well.
Even if he was engaging in this alleged conduct, there was no allegation or no statement in that indictment saying that any of these alleged victims or alleged witnesses willingly participated in some of these acts that people find offensive, that sound to be offensive. And that's a very important part of the case. What was the consent? But there are enough charges here where outside of what the alleged victims are going to say about how he was using the resources allegedly from his enterprises, his businesses, his well-known Bad Boy Entertainment, his clothing line resources, his liquor line resources. Allegedly, there were funds used from that resources to engage in this alleged prostitution activity across state lines. And that's why it's a federal case, because it's across straight lines. So there are some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
So the Office of the Southern District of New York seems awfully confident about their ability to handle the scope and complexity of the case. But still, why do you think it took them so long for them to go after Combs, considering they allege his crimes have been going on for more than a decade?
My theory is that the government had an easy time putting together this final prosecution because of all the civil actions existing against Sean Combs right now. The case with Cassie, which that video was shown, his former girlfriend, where he was seen assaulting her. It looked like certainly that he was assaulting her on video. I think the government and investigators were able to accumulate all this easy evidence that was just handed to them from the attorneys who prepared the civil cases that are now pending against him. I think things just started piling up, and eventually Sean Combs got to a place where his luck ran out, and therefore he was indicted and arraigned.
Okay, guys, that's the end of that video there. I hear you, T. Orlando. I see you typing in the chat here. I wanted to play that because that's a lawyer. Now, I played that video because this was before the new information the last week or so regarding the illegal raids in Diddy's jail cell. And then, of course, what happened after that here? The judge came out and said, you, the prosecution, cannot use any of the information in these raids here. Right? So we're talking already from Jump Street that they already were making mistakes, right? The way they were handling it. She said, I understand why, but from a legal mind, these are mistakes here. And then, of course, you've seen how they move because they want to get the charge. They want to get him locked up. They want to get him off the streets. They didn't want him to be a possible flight risk. They didn't want him to go pull a Russell Simmons, and then next thing you can't get this man ever again. But here's what I think, too, as well. I don't think that Diddy could ever do a Russell Simmons. I think that he has too much of that party, that too much outgoing flair in him, that he was either going to stay in the U.S. and he's going to fight on this, or he was just going to go ahead and or go to jail, right? I can't see him going to Bali or some country that don't extradite, and he's going to live out the rest of his days there. See, Russell Simmons is more laid back. He's more chill. You know what I'm saying? I like to do yoga. You know what I'm saying? With the list, I like to do yoga, and I want to sit on the water, and I want to meditate and think about the times of Def Jam and Fat Farm at Baby Fat, and I want to tell all the beautiful black women I love them thinkly. God bless, and I'm out. Right? That's Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying? And then occasionally he's gonna get some cheeks clapping. Right? That's Russell. That's not Diddy. Mr. Take that. I gotta go ahead and get it on. He got too much going on to walk away from America. Did you see what I'm saying? America. These aren't mistakes. These are lawful acts by the government. These are unlawful acts by the government. It's criminal. Okay, guys, this is what I'm talking about here. T. Orlando corrected me. I appreciate having a professional legal mind in the building, even though he's a little saucy. But I was saying, because this one, I'm not a lawyer. I didn't go to law school. I'm not a paralegal, even though I said any black person that's over the age of 40 is a certified paralegal, right? Anyway, he's saying these ain't mistakes, Dave. No, this is criminal. He is saying from his professional standpoint, if you are in this game here, this is beyond a mistake here. I'm not giving it due justice here. What New York prosecutor is doing is criminal, is what he's saying here. Pooh Man says, T. Orlando thinks they're trying to let him okay, you asking the question here. 3 a.m. says the government didn't make him beat Cassie. But let me add this here before we move on. I'm not moving on. I got more data we gotta react to here, right? They keep replaying the Cassie video, right? But we gotta remember, quote unquote, that heinous act of him laying hands on Cassie and dragging around the hotel room is not on trial, people. The reason why Diddy paid is, of course, he wanted to keep her quiet, but it was the statute of limitation that was up. Because if the statute of limitation wasn't up, best believe New York would have had this assault case on trial here. Hey, T. Orlando, correct me if I'm wrong here. Wouldn't New York prosecutors would attempt to do attempted murder on Diddy the way that beatdown looked on camera? I mean, correct me if wrong. I want to know from people who are of that mind here. Do you think that a lawyer or a prosecution would even place attempted murder with that kind of video if it wasn't out of the scope of statute of limitation? Help me out with that one here, T. Orlando. He's also saying Cassie provoked Diddy. I believe that too. But while I'm waiting for T. Orlando to give me that information, that I said the first part was a mistake. I was corrected by my brother saying that it's criminal. Now let's get to the next order of business that happened this week, right? What happened this week, guys? What happened this week? Well, because of the election, Donald Trump's going to be president. So the federal prosecutor who was supposed to be handling this case, the same one that T. Orlando, when I first did that Diddy live stream a few months ago, T. Orlando was like, oh no, this ninja, he on it. He trying to be a big time here, right? He is no longer on the case, guys. What's going on, Nate Dogg? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Yes, it has. Let's showcase this article. The main head federal prosecutor stepped down. Now, I know why he stepped down. We'll get into it after the facts here, but it is still an issue to a degree, right, T. Orlando? So let me pull this up here on the screen, guys. Let's do it up. Top federal prosecutor in New York announces resignation. Yes, this was the man who was on he did so many press conferences. I even said when this man brought the charges, we were like, oh, this man's running for governor one day. This man's running for governor. He's running for mayor. He's running for top office here. I heard you say that in another live stream, T. Orlando. I knew you was going to say that. That's why it made me bring this up here. Right? I know that. We're going to talk about why he resigned, though, as well. I appreciate you, brother. Check it out. Let's get into this article here. It says the federal prosecutor who has overseen the conviction of Senator Robert Menendez, Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice Giselle Maxwell, and disgraced cryptocurrency mogul Sam Bankman-Fried, said Monday, which was yesterday, guys, that he'll step down as U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York next month. So it's been an honor to serve the American people, who has also been overseeing the prosecutions of New York City Mayor Eric Adams and rap artist Sean Diddy Combs, said in a statement at 11:59. Let me scroll down here, guys. Said Williams, the first black man to hold a prestigious and powerful post, was a veteran of the office and was nominated by President Joe Biden in 2021. President-elect Donald Trump had already announced his intention to replace him. Guys, we're going to get to the rest of the article here. He's resigning because Trump already said when it comes to January, when he's officially in office, he already got another pick for you as an AG in New York here. Is that going to help Diddy? Or will that hurt Diddy? You see, we don't know that yet, but we got to put that in play, guys. Let's continue with the article here. Said once headed by Rudy Giuliani, the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office handles some of the most complex, high-profile criminal cases in the country, including public corruption, securities fraud, and terrorism. During his tenure, Williams secured convictions against Menendez, the longtime Democrat senator from New Jersey, on bribery charges, FTX CEO Bankman-Fried on fraud charges, and Maxwell on sex trafficking charges. Those awaiting trial include Adams on bribery and wire fraud charges, and Combs an array of charges that include sex trafficking, racketeering, and both have pled not guilty. Let me scroll down here, guys. Williams was also overseeing a case involving an Iranian man who was charged in a plot to assassinate then candidate Trump earlier this year. Williams called the decision to step down bittersweet. It is bitter in the sense that I am leaving my dream job, leading an institution I love that is filled with the finest public service in the world. It is sweet in that I am confident I'm leaving at a time when the office is functioning at an incredible high level, exceeding its already high standard of excellence, integrity, and independence. Williams' deputy, Edward Y. Ken, will become acting U.S. attorney after his departure here. Trump announced earlier this month he would nominate his former Securities and Exchange Commission head, Jay Clayton, to head the office. So Trump already got his guy here. But check this out here, guys. Trump initially nominated Clayton for the post in 2020, but his nomination was scuttled amid opposition from New York Senator Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand, both Democrats, and the circumstance of then U.S. Attorney Geoffrey Berman's departure from the office. Berman was fired by Trump after resisting efforts to force him to resign to make way for Clayton. Berman's deputy, Andrew Strauss, took over as acting U.S. attorney and was later formally appointed to the post, which she led until October 2021. Trump also fired Berman's predecessor, Preet Bharara, after initially asked him to remain in the post. In the statement announcing Clayton's nomination, Trump called him a highly respected business leader, counsel, and public servant. Jay is going to be a strong fighter of the truth as we make America great again, Trump wrote here. Okay, back to big box, guys, back to big box. So Trump got issues with a lot of prosecutors. That's true, T. Orlando. Saying here, Trump still got answers for the Georgia cases. Yep. Says Trump's nominations are straight trash. But here's why I brought that up here, T. Orlando. I read that article. Like, you are correct, right? Some people may take this the wrong idea that he is stepping down. But anytime you have a new president, or let's just keep it real here. It doesn't matter if you're a president. Let's use it for sports talk here, right? If you are a baseball team or a basketball team or a football team, when the owner hires a new GM or general manager, the general manager, if he's going to be the cook, the chef that's going on to build out his team, his roster, just like Trump trying to build his roster, he wants his own guys, right? A GM's going to hire his own coach that he picked for his vision. And then, of course, he's going to have an assistant GM that's going to help him run things here. And then that head coach with that assistant GM is going to confer to him on the vision that he has for his post of running his team. The same thing here with Trump here, guys. So whether you like Trump or you hate Trump here, he is president. He won. He mollywopped Kamala Harris. So he is going ahead and pick his guys here, or women, that he wants in the post here. The question is remains though is, will he get these confirmations? Because just like T. Orlando said, these dudes are trash. But just because they're trash, can they impact Sean Diddy Combs? Because we're looking at a situation where Diddy's from New York. Trump's from New York. Trump loves rappers. I'm just saying here, there is a play where that no matter how you think about Diddy's political affiliations, all it takes is just a little kiss the ring and a shout out, and next thing you know, you build an ally for the future. Hey, I'm not just saying, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's 100% right, but it's part of the conversation. So Tierland says, Trump just nominated SpongeBob for Secretary of Navy. Nate Dogg says, why didn't they drop them off in the Latino community instead of all the black ones? I know what you're talking about, man. We're not talking about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Jermaine says, hey, what's going on from the Natty, man? Ninja watching while at work. That's what's up, man. So we're going to see right away, I said mistakes in the prosecution, but we're looking at criminal acts. One, we're going to get a new lead prosecutor in January that Trump nominated. And if they don't allow Trump to get his nomination in, Trump's going to have, you already know, his team is going to have a backup person. Anytime that someone's nominated and you see someone that doesn't work out, like Matt Gaetz, right? They already got a backup plan ready to go if they know it's not going to get through confirmation. So Trump got his number one guy, and you best believe he got 2 or 3 or 4 people ready to go as New York AG. Let me ask y'all something here. Whoever's going to be New York AG, don't you think that he's going to have an allegiance to Trump? And whatever Trump wants to be done to a degree, there's going to be certain things that he's going to prosecute and certain things that he might just, we ain't got time. We'll get to it. We got other pressing matters. We're not dropping the case. We got other pressing cases, right? I'm not saying that, he's going to get off because of Trump. I'm introducing factors, and not only the major factor, the New York factor. Right? What's going on, Clifton? Good to see you, brother. Now that we added that context in here, can't answer the phone. Sorry, girl. I got cousins texting me and calling me. Can't do it. We say here, Tierlando says, New York AG isn't a U.S. attorney for Southern District of New York. Thank you, Tierlando. Appreciate you. Thank you for that clarification. Thank you. But don't you think, though, Tierlando, that if you want to get that confirmation, isn't there going to be like a little wink thing there? Thank you for correcting me on that with the U.S. attorney and the Southern. Thank you. But let me ask you something. If you think that you're going to get that nomination, there's a little bit of wink where I'm going to do my job, but if something comes up, I know who gave me that nomination. That's all I'm saying here, right? I'm not saying, but you feel me. They didn't illegally search shit. He had no General Cornrow, they said it's illegal. You got that wrong. The judge already ruled it was illegal. Anything that was taken in that search cannot be used going forward. It is straight trash in the garbage now. You may not agree with it, brother, but this is the reason why we're having this conversation, this live stream today. They already said it was illegal. They cannot use this evidence in court now. That is why we have a possibility for a bail hearing, and I'm going to play this video for you, Cornrow, for the reason why here. You got perfect timing here. Will he get off? I'm not saying he may not get off. He may serve the rest of his days in jail, but there is doubt now. There is doubt. And when there is doubt, the prosecution is in trouble. Now, let me go to this next video, guys. Let me get to this next video, what I really want to play here. So let's get it going here. Will he be free by Thanksgiving? Will he be free by Thanksgiving? Let's go.
Is Maria Cruz Melendez, defense attorney and former federal prosecutor who knows the case, who's been reading the documents. All right, Maria, why are we having this pushed again? I mean, it does need time, right?
Yeah, I think this is an important issue for the judge to determine.
What's going on, Mad
At the end of the day, I think it's really difficult for judges to put someone to detain a defendant pre-trial. At the end of the day, though, particularly with a case of this severity, the judge is weighing whether or not he obviously thinks that the defendant is going to flee, in this case Combs, or whether or not Combs is a danger to the community as a whole. And so both sides have put very passionate arguments forward. And obviously, whenever there's a situation where you have new information or new legal arguments, the judge has to consider those things. And I think that's what the judge is doing here.
What did you make of the paperwork? You read through it.
I did. A lot of the arguments made by the government is consistent with the arguments they've been making since the beginning. In fact, they're leaning very heavily on the fact that in this type of a case, the presumption, it's a rebuttable presumption, but the presumption is that the court should detain Combs. And so what defense counsel has to do is rebut that presumption and present evidence that the government has it wrong at the end of the day. What the government is attempting to do now is to not only demonstrate that he's a risk of flight and that he's a danger to the community, but that continuously, since before even the investigation, Combs has been obstructing justice.
Right. And there's been this whole thing. I was there in court on Friday, and they've been saying, the prosecutors say, look, he's been doing these three-way calls. He's communicating with people, witnesses, people that he's trying to influence. He's calling somebody, they're calling somebody. It's against the rules. He's borrowing other people's phone cards, all of that. That is a big no-no, right?
Well, yes and no, in that if the goal is to obstruct justice, then yes, that's a big no-no. However, from the defense's point of view, Combs is just doing what any defendant should be able to do.
Right.
In the paperwork that was filed today, the argument is that it would be a violation of his First Amendment rights not to be able to defend himself and defend his reputation, and also to be able to assist in his defense.
And what are the chances that we're going to hear something before Thanksgiving? I mean, whether or not he's going to walk or not.
It's hard to tell. I think it's possible that the judge, has 2 more days, will be able to put in a ruling on that. But also, I don't think that the judge is necessarily focused on whether or not the decision comes down before Thanksgiving. I think the judge is more focused on getting it right.
One of the things we heard on Friday and that we're hearing in the paperwork is that Diddy's team has said that he doesn't have the kind of time or access to prepare for his trial. There's a lot of charges, there's a lot of accusers, but other people do it just fine. Is there any truth to the defense saying that he doesn't have the access and what he needs to do to get ready?
Look, I think it's fair to say that obviously you'd have more access if you were out on bond. However, there are so many different ways that the court can make the defense counsel available to the defendant. There are situations in which a judge will allow meetings happening at various locations, whether it be the courthouse or the jail, to make sure that defense counsel and Combs have enough time to prepare for trial.
Right.
As you mentioned, defendants do it all the time, every single day. Any incarcerated defendant has to work with their counsel in order to prepare for trial. So I don't think that that's necessarily something that's going to sway.
And the whole thing with the raid that happened in his cell with the legal notes, the handwritten notes that were taken, there's been a lot of back and forth about that. Really quick, your take on that?
Well, I think the judge is going to have to really hear the facts on that. But what's interesting is they were able to use that fact and the fact that Combs had made representations that he had written legal and made it clear that this was legal communications. And then it turned out that his lawyer had to explain, looking back at the evidence, it's not actually true that the word legal was written all over the paperwork beforehand. And so what the government did was use that as another way of showing that Combs is still not following the law and is not listening to his attorneys.
All right. So if he doesn't make it this time, will a 5th bail attempt happen? You can keep trying and trying.
You can keep trying and trying, and he's probably going to go to the Second Circuit and do an appeal and see what the Court of Appeals has to say about it. Even if he doesn't win there, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to try.
Do you have a prediction?
I think given the seriousness of the offenses and the evidence that the government has proffered, it's unlikely that he's going to be released.
Thanks.
Okay, that's her point here, right? She thinks it's unlikely, right? Says, one day talking about T. Orlando here, so I bet my left nut the government isn't prepared for the trial. Now, I think that he may get stuck in there. I got one more video, guys. I want to play some more lawyers talking about this here, right? But one of the things in that video I wanted to showcase here is now the judge is pausing here right now. The difference that we had in the situation here, and I see what you're saying, General Cornwell, but you got your emotions in this about situations that is not on trial, right? So I get what you're saying here, but we got to follow by the suit what he's actually on trial for. What's going on, Ty Pro? Because like I was saying earlier, so many people are trying to use conversation conjecture with Cassie. Him putting that assault on Cassie is not on trial. It's part of the sensationalism that is, of course, that impacts the judge from giving him bail, but that is not part of the suit here, and that's what his lawyers are doing. They're saying, hey, you're doing things criminal on this part here, A. B, you did illegal rage now, so you cannot use my client's paperwork here because this is how he's trying to defend himself. And then C, now, because of these inconsistencies, the judge at first with the other bail situations, the judge didn't hesitate. Came up there, went for the bail hearing, no bail. Second time, everything else going on, no bail. Now, coming up now for this third time here, I forgot, third or fourth time, here's the third time, the judge is pausing now because the judge has to follow the law. Even though you may think that you don't like him or you think that he's guilty of so many other things, we got to follow the case and what the judge feels that any other outside factors that can impact this case here. And the fact that beforehand, the other bail hearings, it was like, boom, nah. I don't care if you drop $50 million in a house here. We're not doing this here, right? We don't care if you got the crib. We don't care if you got some extra funds here. We don't want that. This time now, the judge is like, hold on. I need some days to think about this here now. You, the prosecution, is messing up right now. Whether we're talking about legality or not, that was an illegal raid. You cannot use these documents. You cannot use his paperwork. You cannot use these telephone records that he used on his with his client attorney of privilege. This cannot be used now. When we get to trial, that's out the door now. It's like it's never happened, right? So we're seeing mistakes being made already. And if this goes to trial, like we are thinking May 5th, that's 5 months away. We're talking 5 months away, and they're making major errors before they even step in the courtroom here. We're talking about bail hearings right now, and we got these major mistakes. What I'm trying to tell you guys is I'm not saying that he's getting out. I'm saying that the table is set where that a man with resources, a man who has money, who has access to top lawyers, and these lawyers could be more sound than the prosecution because there's going to be a whole new set that's going to be prosecuting this case here. So we have to look at everything on the table and say, we shouldn't automatically assume that this man is going to go locked up. We should assume that there are so many factors in play in the next 5 months that if you add enough doubt, and then if you have the right legal beavers behind you, you have a chance. Now, I know everybody says, this is a Fed case, Dave. When the feds bring a case, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. But what happens when the feds is not prepared? Right? Because the majority of these cases, they're not going against a man who was just a billionaire about a year ago. The feds are going to be able to get people to convict or take pleas because we, the everyday person, cannot fight them. We don't have the money or resources. So if a regular everyday Joe catches a Fed case, yeah, we're getting convicted. We can't fight that. Diddy's a different situation here. I'm not saying he's getting off. I'm not saying he's getting home. I'm saying there's doubt now. Hey, before we move forward here, shout out to my man, Upper Man, dropping the first holla of the day. Thank you, Upper Man. My man came in with the $4.99, $5 holla, dropping the super sticker in the chat. And check it out, guys. Upper Man ain't got no comments, no questions. He dropped the straight holla for the love of the game, y'all. My man, Upper Man in the building. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the first super of the night. Hey, guys, y'all can show y'all love and support the same way, guys. Y'all can go through the Cash App. You can do super chat, super thanks, super stickers. I'm working hard, guys. Come on. We up in here trying to give y'all a show here. Where y'all at in the building? Likes up. And if y'all can't drop the super holla, put the likes up here. I need likes up in the building. Clifton said the feds wanted a quick victory lap. Yeah, they did. They got him locked up. They got the perk walk and everything. Let me go back up here and scroll back up here. What are you saying, T. Orlando? B-dubs are the right hand of white oppression. What the hell are we talking about, T. Orlando? Wait a minute. B-dubs hate black men so much. What's going on with the B-dubs? How did B-dubs get in this here? Ty Pro says he come home. Y'all think he gonna flee? No, he ain't going to work, Ty. No. He loves America too much to flee. See, that's the difference between tethers and foundational Black Americans. Say what you want about Diddy. Say what you want about Diddy and baby oils and then how you feel as a man if you think he's hurt people. He ain't fleeing. He gonna stay here and fight it, guys. He loves America too much. You think that Diddy, for the rest of his days, could live anywhere else but America? In Diddy's mind, it's America or bust. It's America or bust for Diddy, man. He ain't going nowhere. We don't flee. Whether you think that he's a bad man or a good man, FBA, we don't flee. Except for Russell Simmons, his janky ass. Okay. It says, what's going on out of salute to that dude named Dave in the chat. And the feds also said they have decades of evidence on Diddy as well. That was in a report the other day. They trying to use anything they can to keep him in jail. Yeah, I hear that, Alden. Appreciate you for that comment, man. But like I mentioned here, whatever they have, they are making mistakes where that the judge is saying, I might give a bail before Thanksgiving. Might, guys, might. I'm not saying. But hold on. Let's play another video. Let's see what else let's see what T. Orlando's drunk ass gonna come get me in the chat here, because I like to use my legal minds. Tether's gotta go. Yeah, I hear that, man. Well, the old guard are on the way out. Yes, they are. Said, yeah, Russell got ghost. Derek, he had SA cases. Yeah. Why did Russell leave? Hey, come on, Derek, you gotta keep up. Russell Simmons, you gotta keep up. Hi, I'm Russell Simmons, and I live in Bali, and I like to do yoga. Okay, hey, man, hey, keep up, man, Russell. I did a Russell Simmons video several times, man, about a year ago, man. Yeah, you Google Russell Simmons. They did a documentary on him on HBO. I don't like that. I don't like that doc. I mean, hey, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, Puff out there gonna be a whole lot of pneumonia deaths. Hey, come on, Natasha. Why you gotta say it like that? People's gonna get sick out of, I'm sick. Hey, Natasha, you trying to say there's gonna be a whole bunch of Jamie Foxx situations out there? Oh, allegedly. All right, guys. Russell don't have any pending cases, right? Well, they subpoenaed him to come to court about a few months ago, Clifton, but he's in Bali. You can't extradite the dude. Why you think that Russell is gonna come? He been subpoenaed about a few months ago. You think he gonna leave Bali where they can go ahead and put some cuffs on him? He'll be a flight risk and they take his passport? Man, Russell ain't never coming back, man. He said, if my dogs want to see me, I know that my dogs are being thoughts. They can come visit me in Bali, but I feel bad that my 19-year-old daughter is getting her cheeks banged out by a 70-year-old man, but I'm here in Bali. Hey, man, he wildin'. But hey, let me get to this next video. I want to play this next video because I am painting a picture, guys. I'm not, like I keep repeating, I am not a lawyer. I will never acknowledge being a lawyer. I'm just a guy who's able to read and understand a few comments here, and then I'll go an authoritative figure like someone who's actually a lawyer who went to school, got scholarships at the head of his class, and say, "Hey, brother T. Orlando, man, what do you think about this, man? Help me out. I don't know. I'm a dumbass when it comes to this, to the legal system here, but I know a few things. Help me out here." So I want to play another video. More talk here, but not just commentary for just somebody who just says, "Hey, I think Diddy going to jail." You know what I'm saying? No. We're gonna react to actual lawyers, right? You're right about this. Is the Peter born and bred here. Oh, thank you. So we're just going to Bali, and then nothing happens to you. Yeah. Hey, go to Bali. Hey, you can't get extradited, man. You can't get extradited. If you can live there, you can't get extradited. Yeah, what's going on? All right, let me pull this other video up, guys. All right. Now, lights up in the building. I want you to listen to this commentary here, right? Shout out to y'all in the chat here. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find.
My bad, guys. Whoops, that was the last video. Sorry about that. Now we get the right video. There we go. We want Diddy. Let's go. Pause.
We're turning to former prosecutor Melba Pearson. Melba, it's always great to have you on with us.
Always great to be with you.
All right, so this is Diddy's third try for release for bail. What do you think? Is it going to happen?
I'm a little worried that it might actually happen this go round. Reason being that the judge seemed to be asking more questions about where he's going to be held, what kind of house arrest. There was a discussion about him living during this time period at his mansion in Miami Beach. The judge had an issue with that because there was a dock, so he felt that that could be a way for him to flee and not come back to court. And so now there's more of a discussion of, well, maybe he can stay in his 3-bedroom apartment in New York City. So the fact that they're getting that into the details tells me that the judge is considering it.
Wait, hold on. Before she continues, guys, did you all hear that? This is why I'm not telling you to listen to me. Let's listen to lawyers and give their vantage point. Now, the last woman says, I don't think he's going to get out, but here are the deciding factors on why he might get a bail. Now, here's another one who's a lawyer, right? And she's also saying the judge is considering the location. No, we don't want you to go to Miami, Diddy. No, you got that big old house. It's right on the water. You know what I'm saying? You can go have one of your cronies put out a nice little yacht out there, and then you can head out on the ocean, and we will never see Mr. Take that ever again. The fact that the judge has sat down and says, forget Miami. You got a 3-bedroom condo in New York. That's not too far away from the courthouse here. Okay, let's have this dialogue. Let's have this discussion here about bail and about this housing location.
And so if you're considering it and not dismissing it out of hand like the previous judges did, that tells me that there might be some hope for Diddy's team.
I think you're right in that it seems that the past couple of rulings happened almost instantaneously. We knew that he'd still be back at MDC, but now it's like, oh, the judge is going to think it over for a couple days. So I guess we'll see. But going back to your point about him hoping to live in Miami, in Florida, while he was on house arrest, that was interesting to me that they offered that up as the first choice rather than New York, so close to the courthouse. What do you think the reasoning behind that would have been?
I think a couple of things. Number one, it's just a bigger house. So obviously he'd want to be someplace where he'd be comfortable and where it's very familiar to him, and also where he has that base of support. And I think he feels most comfortable in Miami. Of course, in terms of proximity, it would make more sense to be in New York, but also at the same token, that's where he's being tried, and it's not necessarily a happy place for him right now. So in all likelihood, it's a matter of comfort and just having that space, because again, he's going to be on house arrest, meaning he cannot leave the house, period, end of story. The only times you get to leave the house if you're on house arrest is if, let's say, you have to go to work, or you have a doctor's appointment, or if you go to church, and like legit, not that, oh, suddenly I found religion so that I can start going out now that I'm house arrest. You already clearly have been part of a church, home, synagogue, temple, whatever the case may be. You've already been worshiping there on a regular basis. So now they'll let you continue to do so. So of course, Diddy being Diddy, he obviously does not need to go to work like the average human being, and he's likely not going to church. There. So he's basically not going to be leaving the house at all. And with that being said, you'd likely want to be in a more comfortable surroundings if that is an option for you. And for him, it is an option.
Hold on, let me pause there for a second. Let's let that breathe for a second. Let's let that breathe here. See, some of y'all missing what is being said here. The other judges, I mentioned this in the live stream here. The other judges like, nah, we good. Boom, go back to jail, brother. You ain't getting out. Take this jail cell. Take that. Second bail hearing. Nah, Ninja. We don't care if you put up 50 million bond in the crib. Nah, take that. Back to your jail cell. Y'all missing the point here. Y'all gotta get y'all feelings out of this here. And the reason why I'm saying this here, some of y'all were young and kids and didn't understand the moment, but y'all parents were our ages when the OJ trial happened. And I'm not trying to compare OJ in that sense to Diddy here. I'm comparing that we have two black men who have resources and top-notch lawyers, and they know how to litigate against the prosecution, right? We all thought that OJ was going down. I know that was a state. I know that. But when you have access to the best lawyers for being getting defense attorneys, normally the best lawyers turn into defense attorneys because that's where the bag is at. Tina Brown, correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm not saying that everybody goes the defense route, right? But if you want to get paid, you go represent the people who are presumed guilty, right? Especially the big boys. Those are the guys who are saying, why would I work for the state? Why would I work for the feds and make $200,000 a year? $200,000 is good money, right? I could be a defense attorney and make millions with my law firm. Right, guys? You got to understand that. So F. Lee Bailey ain't walking through that door. I know he ain't Clifton. Hey, good one, brother. Hey, man, F. Lee was a beast, wasn't he, y'all? Hey, man. Hey, F. Lee, he was second string to Johnny Cochran. That tell you the kind of defense team that OJ had. F. Lee was second tier to Johnny Cochran. And Johnny Cochran arguably is one of the greatest defense attorneys we've seen. Okay, guys? Man, the man died too soon. Right, yeah, you're right. F. Lee ain't. But you know what, though? Diddy got some heavy hitters on his team already. And don't think between now and the trial that he ain't going to add any more heavy hitters that's going to be on his case here, right? So just want to add that. The fact that the lawyers did look at, the judge probably looked and saying, you're going to be in Florida by the water. You're trying to be comfortable. Nah, we ain't having that. Now, this third judge is going to be like, yo, it's wintertime. We're not going to be here in the wintertime here in the cold New York City while you in Florida where the trial comes here. You know what, though? I like the fact that if I do allow bail, you're going to be down the street. You know what I'm saying? We're missing so many items, but we're not lawyers. And we need to be lawyers to actually understand better here. I was just going to TD Jake's church. Stop it, Clifton. Nah, Diddy ain't going to church. Diddy just had TD Jake just had like a stroke or something. So his service ain't going to be happening for a few days, I think. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue.
One of the stipulations about this bail package would be, okay, he has to stay in New York on the Upper East Side, but there are also a couple of security guards too that would be live-in, actually up in this apartment with P. Diddy, and another one downstairs, I'm assuming somewhere in the lobby, kind of keeping tabs on the entrance and exit. What would all of that look like?
Well, this is all going to be basically at Diddy's expense because it's not going to be New York City Department of Corrections putting corrections officers outside. The general rule when it comes to house arrest is that, basically you're checking in with a probation officer type situation on a regular basis. You may have an ankle monitor, which has GPS that can clearly see if you leave the house. Of course, people try to play with that. That's a separate issue. But generally, the GPS is pretty accurate in indicating what your location is. And so this would be him having these guards for his own security and his own peace of mind, which is something he probably generally has anyway. If he was just there, let's say for 2 weeks, I'm sure he would have had a team of security that would be securing the exits and entrances as well as being in the apartment. So I don't see that as being something new just in terms of his house arrest.
The security guards kind of got me thinking because right now at MDC, obviously there are guards there watching what Diddy's doing. They can kind of monitor him and see what he's up to. In this case, it would be, as you said, the security guards that he hired. Let's say something happens potentially nefarious while Diddy is on this house arrest. Could the prosecution then reach out to these security guards, put them on the stand, and have them testify about what happened?
They absolutely could if they feel the security guards were actually witnesses to something, whether it be witness tampering or something more nefarious. The question is, will the security guards testify? And what would they say? Would they kind of do the code of no snitching and, say, oh, I didn't hear anything, or I must have been in a different room, or whatever the case may be? Or are they going to be forthright and honest with whatever they may have seen? So there's that aspect. But then the other aspect to consider is in terms of the witness tampering, which is where my greatest fear lies because of the fact that we've already seen his behavior while in custody, where he's doing three-way calls to be able to circumvent the list of people he's not supposed to contact and being able to basically orchestrate a social media campaign with the goal of tainting the jury or at least influencing the jury pool, things like that. So with him now out of custody, I would think that behavior would escalate to a higher degree. And so in order for the prosecutors to be able to build a case with regards to witness tampering, the witnesses have to come forward and say, Diddy contacted me, or somebody from Diddy's camp contacted me. Will they? That's a different question. So that's what makes it a little bit more difficult, especially, again, if he's not using his phone, if he's having third parties make these calls, then now it's harder to track those, calls back to him, whether pulling his cell phone records or anything like that. So there's the danger that the court has to balance and consider.
You touched on something really important. This is what the prosecution was talking about all last Friday in their hearing, that they're alleging that Diddy is trying to, from behind bars, taint the jury pool. Again, you mentioned the three-way calls, potentially influencing a social media campaign. Okay, so he's outside of jail. Let's say that he is granted bond. Again, to your point, wouldn't it then be way easier to go about continuing this alleged attempt to taint the jury pool? I mean, how would we make sure that that wasn't happening?
That's the rub, right? That's the rub, because the reality is his family is going to be able to have access to him. And so he can sit down with his family, much like he was doing from behind bars, and tell them, this is the schedule of what you need to post. This is how you need to, act. And you talk about, we miss our dad and all of these things, which it'll be different if they decided on their own to do that. If they were like, as a family, you know what, we want to support our loved one, and this is how we're going to do it. That's completely permissible. When you're behind the scenes trying to orchestrate like a puppet master, that's where we have a problem. And so I think it would be much easier for him to continue what he's doing and even escalate that behavior. So that's something the court really needs to weigh, because we could be in a situation where we're losing federal witnesses or actual survivors because they've been contacted, they've been intimidated, they've been offered money, whatever the case may be. And the Department of Justice may not be aware of what is going on until it's too late and they're trying to call them in to testify as we get closer to trial next year.
I think it does make things even more tricky, because one of the stipulations is he's not allowed to have the phone or be on the internet except to talk to specific people, obviously his defense team, his family, some vetted people that were approved by the judge. So how is the judge going to go through and determine, okay, yes, this is safe. I think that Diddy should be released on bail. How can we 100% be sure he isn't using someone's phone or going online?
We can't. We absolutely can't. So that's the tough decision that judges have to make, is looking at the totality of the circumstances, looking at the person's criminal history, looking at the severity of the crime and who was involved. Is this something, for instance, like a domestic violence type offense, where that there's a relationship between the two people and there's a higher likelihood of tampering, maybe not even by the defendant directly, but by other family members or other people they have in common. So that becomes the huge decision that judges have to make, and they're taking a chance any which way, because you can have the most, innocuous seeming person who has no criminal history, the case is okay against them, and then they get released and either reoffend or do something that helped, would be along the lines of witness tampering or something like that. So a judge basically doesn't have a crystal ball. They can't predict what's going to happen. They're only going to make the best decision they can based on the information they have at the time. And then if new information comes to light in terms of Department of Justice is able to come back and say, okay, so-and-so was contacted on this date, here's a recording of the call or something along those lines, here's the email, here's a letter that I can trace back in some way, shape, or form to Diddy, then absent that, there's not going to be a lot that the court can do.
So if we're looking back at the past 2 times that he was denied bail, one of the judges actually mentioned Diddy's history. Obviously, there are allegations that are pretty severe when we're talking sexual assault, but there's also the Cassie video that shows he could potentially...
I'm going to pause it here because I'm not going to play the Cassie video. They got the still clips, right? But because they're going to go into that part, and just want to let you know, I did a reaction to that Cassie video. YouTube don't like that video. YouTube don't like the video. YouTube don't like the images. And I did that reaction and they demonetized that quick, fast, in a hurry. So as soon as I saw the Cassie photo, I'm like, we ain't going that route again. You may demonetize me for saying a whole bunch of F-bombs, but it ain't because of Diddy in that damn video again. I'll tell you that much there. So, hey guys, come on now, let's have a conversation, guys. Let's talk. That Cassie video, what are you saying here? That Cassie video shouldn't mean crap. It shouldn't. To see what they're doing, Clifton and T. Orlando, correct me if I'm wrong, they're using that as Diddy, Sean Combs history. Even though he's not on trial for it, they're using that as this man is a danger. This man, you know, we even though we couldn't try him for this here, we're seeing that when it comes to loved ones, he will put hands on you. So he's a danger to the community. That's why they're using that here, even though he's not on trial for it. And even though Cassie, here's the thing too, when T. Orlando mentioned that Cassie set him up, the statute of limitation is up now because that happened in 2016, right? And now it was 2024 when all this mess came about. There was a period of time, even after her and Diddy broke up, that the statute of limitation was still valid. She could have put Diddy in the coffin if she wanted to. She only came out of the shadows for a check, y'all. I know she got beat down. No woman should go through what she went through. But it's very convenient that when her and Diddy broke up, this didn't come out here. But when it came down to getting a check and the statute of limitation ran out, that's when all this came about here. She could have locked Diddy up years ago, even after they broke up, and could have got that going here. But hey, I diverse here because some people like, Dave, you over here victim shaming. I'm just saying though, why did she come out for the check later and then come out for the check before, if not that she may have gotten the check before, is what I'm saying here. I'm not victim shaming. It's just very convenient of how all these circumstances gone down here. She just wanted a quick payday. I said the same thing too. Am I wrong to question that here? Am I wrong to have these thoughts here? The fact that after she broke up, she was with another dude who's broke as hell, you know, because he was the one that pushed her to saying, hey, you need to go forward with Diddy here, right? Even though you're not gonna convict the man. He was basically pimping her, saying, we can get a check out of this. We can get a bag out of this, because Diddy don't want this information to come out. He'll cut a check, because Diddy called her bluff, and then whatever information he saw, you know he cut the check in under 24 hours, guys. Remember, before all this came out here, Diddy called her bluff, and then whatever information he got, he cut a check in 24 hours after he called her bluff. My thinking is, I think she got a check before. And Diddy could have went to jail years ago. I think Cassie double dipped, but she's not on trial here. It's just me questioning the situation here, right? He's saying here, Pooh Man says, Cassie stayed with him for 10 years. I had no sympathy for her. Upper Man says, Cassie has a buzzer beater civil case. Right, he wanted to get paid too. Yeah, come on, dog. Any man is gonna take on Cassie, knowing her background. She was with a powerful man and she's settling with you. You need a check, brother. But let's get back to the case at hand here. Right, let's get back into it here. Because the question that we're asking, the reason why we're on this live stream right now is, will Diddy get bail? Now, if you put, you know what, to my head, I would say no, right? I mean, honestly, deep down, because I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I don't understand all the details of this case here. I can only understand what the media gives us. And then people like my guy T. Orlando, who kind of questions me and corrects me when I say something stupid and foolish or ignorant. I'll admit that because I'm not a lawyer, right? But if out of left field now, and I say left field before the holidays, when we all gonna be home, we all gonna be eating turkey or stuffing or ham, little cranberries, you know, mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? We gonna gain a few pounds, you know, while we chilling, watching some football, while possibly the Dallas Cowboys get their ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I didn't mean to take a shot at your Cowboys fans, guys, but hey, you know what I'm saying. But out of left field, right before the holidays, he's been in jail since September, that the raids are illegal. The judge said to the prosecution, whatever you got, you can't use it. I don't care that the fact that there's a possibility that he could have been breaking the law, but you being the prosecution and being the prison, you broke the law too as well. So since you broke the law, I can't allow that to be. Now, if Diddy was breaking the law before you guys did an illegal raid, then when this information comes about, I could use this information differently. But since y'all broke the law with this illegal raid, y'all can't use this information. Yeah, whatever you had with y'all trial, you need to start all over with these pinpoint information here, right? So when you have that, Dave, don't forget the pork chops. Hey, man, hey, stop it. Yeah, nutritionist life, all the yak and all the mac. Exactly, man. All the yak and all the mac and cheese, baby. Yeah, man, I forgot about mac and cheese. Hey, nutrition. How the hell did I forget mac and cheese, brother? I'm sorry. How the hell did I forget what kind of cheese you got for your family? You do 3, 4, or 5 different cheeses so that cholesterol be kicking in. Ooh, we all having heart attacks this weekend, guys. We having heart attacks. But what I'm saying here is they messed up. I played the video to showcase that a lawyer said, hey, they're making criminal mistakes. Right? I introduced that. What's going on, Peter? Then we introduce the illegal raid. Now, this is a different judge than the first 2 bail hearings. Guys, this is what we're missing here too. I'm not saying he's getting out on bail, but we're missing certain points where that if something happens, y'all can't act shocked. Says, do not ruin a Thanksgiving weekend by letting demonic Diddy out. Hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the feds for messing up their case. I'm not doing anything. The feds are messing this thing up before we got anywhere. Don't get mad at me. But what I'm saying here is we're seeing a trickle down of effects here. And like I said, I wanted to add before I put your comment up. Shout out to you. This is a different judge. This judge is considering Diddy at his New York location. The other time was the Miami location. So let's think about it not only from a legal standpoint, but how the judge is probably thinking about this here. I know this may not be right here, T. Atlanta, but correct me if you're not still drunk out there at the casino. The judge could be sitting in his chambers and he's looking at all the information. And when he sees Miami, Florida, you know what he's going to say? Hell no. Why do I got to be in New York? And Diddy being the quote unquote billionaire he is, I seen him videos and commercials saying that he's the Black Frank Sinatra. And I'm going to let this man have bail and go to Miami and chill in this 10 to 15,000 square foot house right on the water? Hell freaking no. The first 2 judges probably saying, nah, that's not fair. But this judge, the third judge is like saying now, wait a minute. Okay, let's look at this here. I get it. This is Diddy. But the law's the law. And y'all are up. So now I got to look at everything now because you guys are up. Right? Come on now, let's keep it a buck here. This is what when the last woman said the judge is considering these things for bail. That is code for y'all are up, and I'm looking at this here because I might have to let this man on bail because the law is still the law. Right? The fact that the judge is now considering the illegal raid and now it's like, wait a minute, okay, you're going to be in this condo in New York. You're down the street from the courthouse here. You're going to pay for your own security. Okay. You're going to put up, we still got the same currency and value and resources on deck here. You're going to put up $50 million house up as well, guys. All the same provisions are still going to be there at the state. Say, we're going to, or the feds in the state, we're going to take this here. We're going to hold this down. This, okay. You're going to put up this $50 million house. And guys, remember, this house is paid off. If you look at the records, Diddy had this house paid off before his stuff went down. Diddy And his lawyers are probably preparing for bail possibly, and he wanted to be in this house here, so this house is paid off, guys. So it's like, yo, let's put this house up, what's going on? But this judge is like, okay, I'm considering these things now. And we have to look at it, take our personal feelings out of it, and look at it as the law. Does this man deserve bail if he follows all the rules and regulations and he puts up what the feds require that we feel comfortable until May 5th happens? Let that sink in, guys. Let that sink in. Get your personal feelings out of it. If you hate Diddy, I understand. If you despise Diddy, I get it. If you think that this man should be going under the cell, hey, no, there's enough meat on that grizzle where I'm like, hey, I get it. I get it. But still, just because we think a man is guilty, he is still due the law. And he deserves due process. Just because we hate him doesn't mean that he don't deserve his day in the sun here. And let me get to the super here. Shout out to my man Clifton in the building, dropping the $5 holla, getting the green play star here. Hey, guys, I'm sorry for the first super. I missed it. I got to do it for the second one here. Guys, I love it when you make the chat turn colors, saying the Cassie view is used as a PR tool so the public will be on their side no matter what shady stuff the feds do. They needed to demonize them first. Great point here, Clifton. Great point. Great point. Hey, brother Clifton. Hey, man. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that holla, man. Thank you. Let's see here. Have a nice Merlot, red wine, cut the fat, some mac on bro. Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I like that. I like that. Clifton says, I am the law. I like that, Clifton. Peter says, Cassie started the snowball effect, but she was just an accomplice because she was going to be implicated, so she wanted to be portrayed as a victim. Hey, Peter, I'm glad you bring that up here because when this case goes to trial, you don't think that Diddy's lawyers is going to throw folks under the bus to save his client? Cassie started all this mess here. Guys, am I wrong to think that when we get to trial and we're going to start asking if Diddy did this alone, and if Diddy starts acting like Nino Brown in New Jack City? Remember at the end of the movie in New Jack City? Some of y'all, we middle-aged here, so we remember New Jack City, right? Some of y'all a little bit younger, and y'all may not have watched I ran into someone who just said they ain't never seen New Jack City, and I was like, what in the Like, really? But hey, I understand, but if you ain't seen New Jack City, what happened at the end when Nino Brown was on the stand? And then what did Nino Brown say? Kareem Akbar, the pretty mother from the bank. Hey, man, this thing goes deeper than Nino Brown. If I'm going down, everybody's going down. You know? Like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hey, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Nino Brown, he's like, hey, if I'm going down, whole bunch of y'all going down too. Y'all remember that? You don't think that when it hits the fan and Diddy got all those tapes for decades, and when they come at him, you don't think that his lawyers are already planning, plotting, and possibly putting the cards on the table on other people who are possibly accomplices here? Have y'all ever thought about that? I gotta go a little bit lower. I gotta change my voice. I gotta let that sink in. I'm acting like Stewie from Family Guy. You don't think that Diddy's lawyers have a list of people that they're ready to take down to save their client because Diddy is cutting millions of dollars for his defense team? I'm not saying that's going to help. I'm saying we're missing a whole bunch of factors that could come into play. I could be saying something that it don't matter, but you don't think that possibly matters? You don't think that Diddy's lawyers may introduce Cassie as possibly when she might show up as a hostile witness and say, Miss Cassie, were you involved in these freak-offs? Miss Cassie, did you ever, under oath, have you ever done anything illegal to these people with Diddy? If you're going to say that Diddy did this, were you there with him? Were you there when you bought certain items? Were you there in this room when certain activities occurred? Guys, I'm only introducing things because we're only at the tip of the iceberg. And I know just from talking to certain people, we haven't introduced not even a morsel of things that his defense is going to do. And we're missing the point of the feds are messing up 5 months before we even get started. That's right, Thomas. If I'm going down, I'm taking a lot of you with me. Nino Brown went down over those stairs. Yeah, he did get taken out at the end. But before he got taken out, because remember, he ratted on Kareem Akbar. Shout out to Christopher Williams. What's his name, guys? Kareem Akbar. Matter of fact, doesn't Kareem Akbar have the same skin tone as Cassie? I know, bad joke, Dave. Bad joke, Dave. Bad joke, Dave. I know. But I'm just saying, though. Isn't Cassie and Kareem Akbar the same skin tone? I'm just saying. And isn't Diddy and Nino Brown, a.k.a. Wesley Snipes, the same skin tone? I'm just saying. We might have a parallel here, all right? Diddy gonna take a whole bunch of light-skinned folks down, all right? I don't care if you light-skinned. You're going down, too. City College Masters here. I lost the love. Yeah, come on. Yo, come on. Don't start quoting New Jack City now. Hey, man. Hey, don't do that. Peter says, Cassie just proved that the Me Too movement is hyperbolic, where she was 10 years into the relationship and got all the free rides and turned a blind eye when she knew what was going on. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. Diddy about to drop big names. Right, Clifton? Pretty mother. Hey, come on now. Hey, one more time. Pretty mother. What happens with the lawsuit Tupac people files? I'm not aware about that one. I'm not aware about that one. Says, cancel that. Yeah, I'll buy another one. Hey, man. He said, but you have to think, what name will get him free? What big names will get him free? Derek, let me pose a question to you. What big name who has not been to a Diddy party? What big name who has not been to Diddy's house? The last 2 decades, we got nothing but small little clips and still photos of political figures, actors, musicians, pop culture icons, you named it, they've hung out with Diddy, guys. White, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, you from overseas, you from Europe, you're from Africa, you were tethered, you name it. Anybody that's been big has been to a Diddy house and has been to a Diddy freak off. That's what makes this even complicated now. I'm not saying he's going to use these people to drop dimes. I'm just saying that I bet you his lawyers are saying, hey, Sean, have you thought about who you might roll on? See, all y'all that hate Diddy, this is not me caping for Diddy. We got to look at both sides of the coin here. You don't think that Diddy's rich and powerful lawyers who he's paying millions of dollars for ain't said, hey, man, you know we can get you out if you roll on some people. They got this here. We pushing on these people here, and we push hard here, and we create doubt. We have a chance. I'm just saying. That's why cancel that. That's right, Chucky. Rockabye, baby. He gonna be hanging with Elvis. Remember? So in the background, so remember when what's her name? That was Vanessa Williams, the dark-skinned Vanessa Williams, not light-skinned Vanessa Williams. That was dark-skinned Vanessa Williams. She was like, "Rockabye, baby." So in the background, I was like, "Yeah, he gonna be hanging with Elvis." That's messed up. Come on, he gonna hang with Elvis. Hey, man. Said Obama, LeBron, what y'all talking about here? He said it's gonna be politicians in the public opinion. He gonna drop a J or somebody like that, possibly. You tell me, because I know there's probably one big secret they probably don't want to let out yet. Said TD Jakes is sick in the hospital. I guess his bussy got him in that way too. Yeah, man, TD Jakes, come on, man. How many videos that we saw in the last few years of TD Jakes? He don't think that he was rocking his bussy? Come on, man. He was bussing it up. I betcha that Diddy was the power top when it came to TD. He's like, hey, TD, you know how it goes down here, baby boy. I know you're a man of God, but I got to show you what the strength of the long arm of Diddy can show you. You got to understand that if you want to be here, if you're going to bless me, I got to bless you too as well. Pause. This is Diddy talk, not that dude talk. Could you imagine if Diddy talking to TD Jakes? Hey, I understand what God says in the scriptures, but the scriptures also say that you got to lay a hand on me. You got to lay a hand on me. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, just like Bernie Mac and Friday, we're going to need to say a little prayer. We need to say a little prayer, TD Jakes. Yeah, we was only just praying. We're going to say a little prayer. We're going to say a little prayer. Hey, let me stop, man. Let me stop about the TD Jakes. Why am I insinuating that Diddy's being a power top on TD, allegedly? Let me stop. Hey, I'm wrong for that one. I'm wrong. Let me stop, guys. Hey, man, let's get back to the chat here. It says, hold on. Usher, Jay-Z. Yep, exactly. It's a whole bunch of people. Diddy ain't trying to drop the soap. Exactly, man. Come on now. Epstein had a bunch of powerful people on tape, and in his Rolodex, that was the problem. They were too powerful enough to reach his ass in solitary confinement. That's another issue too, Clifton, the fact that they can get him in jail, right? But yeah, I don't think that Epstein would have took that line down. Here's what I feel there. They got the Epstein because they knew he was going to roll. They murked him quick, fast, in a hurry, guys. How fast was Epstein locked up before he got murked? And all of a sudden, it's quiet. Like, I've never seen the news get all chill about it. Oh, Epstein took himself out in the prison. Now we're going to the weather. Every news story. When I saw a news, it said, Jerry Epstein, somehow is no longer with us here. He apparently died in his jail cell today at 3:02 a.m. Guards came about and saw that he was not responding to EMT efforts, came in and pronounced him dead at 3:58 a.m. And now the weather. Wait a minute. And now the weather. Wait. Hold on. Hold up. How's it going? Yes, Epstein, he was mired in controversy. He was arrested for SA charges and for many heinous acts here. Now let's go to John of Sports. Wait a minute. Why are we going to John of Sports here? Wait a minute. What about Bill Clinton? What about Hillary? Hold on. Elon Musk was there too. Jay-Z been there. Hold on. We got black and white folks there. I'm curious. Hold on. No, we can't go to Jim of Sports. Hey, man. That's what happened to Epstein, dog. And everybody was quiet. Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me. He said, didn't that big music exec quit once? Yeah. I forgot the guy's name. I did a reaction video on him. I can't think of his name right now, but I did a video of him and Ricky Smiley because he's a Democratic shill upward, man. He was over here caping for Kamala Harris and everything. Yeah, I can't think of his name right now, but he stepped down from, matter of fact, as soon as Diddy got arrested, within 72 hours, like 5 major executives dropped down from their posts of major companies. Like, you can't make this up here. Says, he told TD Jakes, boy, you better take that. Yeah, he did, man. TD Jakes is going to lay the healing glove on your ass. Oh, with his hot dog rolled neck, right? The Lord is with this one here. It's strong with her. It's strong. Hey, let me stop, man. Y'all got to stop making me do these nasty jokes, okay? No, stop it, guys. You're making me do bad jokes. Bad Dave, okay? I think Usher and Bieber are more victims because they were so young. More Bieber, I think. Usher only talks about him getting involved in really orgies. Usher was like 14 years old banging 30-year-old chicks, y'all. He may have been bent over, because Diddy became his legal guardian. Diddy went to court to be Usher's legal guardian, okay? But the stories are Usher was like 15 years old getting orgies with 30-year-old bras and everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's why Usher be moving the way he's moving. Hey, you know, so both guards in the control room watching that thing just so happened to walk away from their post when he deleted himself. I know, man. It's like, hey, guys, it's break time. All right. The next guy's like, I know Mike's on break, but I'm going to take a break, too. Hey, anybody going to watch the videos? Don't worry about it. It's just Epstein. What could happen to Epstein? You know what I'm saying? 2 hours later. Hey, man, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Hey, man. Right. Have you ever been swallowed? Hey, man, when he said that, man, I was done, dog. I was done. Now, Dave, who would be in trouble more? Bieber? Well, Bieber and trouble. None of them are in trouble. They're victim. Bieber's a victim. Guys, do yourself a favor. Go look up a Bieber mashup. It was beyond Diddy. Everybody in the industry was diddling Bieber. You had grown men interviewing him. I can't remember it was James Corden, the English dude who had the late night TV show, talk show as well. There's an interview of him. He's like at an award show, and he's sitting at the table. He's like, "Oh my God, you smell so good. How old are you?" And Bieber's like, I'm only 16. I'll be 17 in a few months. He was like, "Oh my God, you smell like a whole man." I was watching this like, ew. This dude is trying to diddle Bieber on TV. Hey, guys. Yeah, exactly, Ty Pro. Bieber got passed around. There was grown-ass women assaulting him. You can see the matchup. He on stage, and grown women are just grabbing. He's like, "Hey, come on, man. What y'all doing to me?" They treated like Bieber like he was just meat. He was just like at a smorgasbord, and everybody just go ahead and grab and eat. That's how they treated Bieber. Oh, he's smorgasbord chicken. I'm next. For real, man. That's why he put his mind. Yeah, I remember. I remember that. You're right. But Bieber's not gonna get in trouble. Bieber's a victim. Remember, Bieber's underage. Why would Bieber get in trouble? Usher was underage. He was Diddy's. Like I said, Diddy signed papers with the court to be his legal guardian. If anything, they're victims. I ain't worried about Usher and Bieber, guys. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, we're gonna move on from Diddy here. We had enough Diddy talk here for a minute. We got to move on to the newest news that also occurred too as well, guys. We got to move on to Drake. We got to talk about Drake before we get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So Derek says, hey, now he had Kim Kardashian all over him. I don't think he was mad about, Kim K's going to be in this game too. Immature, B2K, and other boy bands industry. Hey, Ty, I heard about Immature getting diddled. I don't know if it's true or not. Immature is my age. All right, even before all this news came out years ago, there was always little things about Immature and everything, man. It was always little talk about that. I heard about the diddle talks with Immature back 20 years ago. What's that movie they did with You Got Served? That was like, what, 2004? I was hearing about the diddling incidents back in 2004, guys. 20 years ago. Real talk, man. Right. Drake. We got to go to Drake, guys. We got to go to Drake before we get out of here. What's going on, Mo? The Munchies. Chris Stokes. That's the dude's name. Yeah, Chris Stokes. All right, guys. Shout out to everybody for the Diddy talk here. Appreciate here. Let me just close out by saying this here. There is a chance. This is not me supporting Diddy. This is about legality. This is about the law. This is about a judge that is looking things differently than other judges. As we close on this Diddy conversation, we move to Drake. Just remember, guys, take your personal animus, take your personal feelings out of this situation with Diddy. We got to look at it, the law, with a different judge here, and the way the defense, the prosecutors have been messing up here. I'm not signing up to saying to let this man out of jail. I'm just saying, like Jim Carrey said in Dumb and Dumber with the Samsonite people. So you're telling me there's still a chance? Remember that, guys? But Diddy's chance is better than Jim Carrey's 1 in a million in Dumb and Dumber. All right, guys? Let's get to this Drake talk here. Let's get to this Drake talk here before we go, guys. Drake literally ended his rap career by suing Kendrick. Hey, guys, let's get into it here. I dropped a video earlier today, right? And I almost didn't make the video. I was just chilling in my bed. I was in the sofa. I take that back. I went to the bed right after that. I was in the sofa. I was laying down. I was minding my business. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm on Twitter, X, and I'm seeing Drake trending. I say to myself, why is Drake trending for? Why would Drake be trending #1 for announcing an Australian tour? And then I looked at it a little bit deeper. I'm like, okay, he's starting the first leg, the first day of his Australian tour, the same day as the Super Bowl. I was like, okay, I can understand why he's trending, but that's the #1 trending. That's just a dumbass move. Like, of course, all of Australia may not be watching the Super Bowl, but you think we care about it? Drake is trying to get away from America. That's why I looked at it. Drake is getting away from America. He wants to go to Down Under with Crocodile Dundee and start his tour there, to do his Australian tour, to be far away from America, right? And I thought, okay, you know, I wouldn't have done it, but it makes sense. Why be here in America when the biggest event in America, everybody's gonna be singing your diss song? Not like us. OV-ho, OV-ho. The whole world is gonna be watching in January, where everybody's gonna say, OV-ho, 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 right? So I understand why Drake would not want to be in the States. But I said to myself, this still doesn't justify why he's trending #1 right now. So then I start going down the Twitter timeline and I start looking and looking. I was like, oh, what? He's doing this? Nah. Ooh. This is nasty work. Come on, Twitter. Don't tell me this was going on, baby. I'm going down the timeline. I'm like, ew. We gonna talk about this now. This ninja suing. Oh, this is hilariously the biggest L of all time. But hold on, guys. This works so many multiple layers. I am going to introduce some information that what we're going to talk about, that we all agree that Drake is a sucker. But at the same token, is Drake being sabotaged by his own label? The same way that the label sabotaged Michael Jackson? Hold on, guys. Hold on. You're probably saying, Dave, what the hell are you talking about here? How you gonna bring Michael Jackson, the king of pop, in this? He ain't no Michael Jackson. I know. Hold on, guys. We gonna tackle this here. It's only a day old. It's less than a day old now, right? But we gonna tackle this here, right? I understand that Drake is a sucker. I understand this. Drake is a sucker. But maybe, just maybe, this sucker is actually getting done dirty. The problem with the sucker is his timing of his reaction. What am I talking about here? Hey, let's lay it out here. We got a few minutes. Let's lay it out here. Let me pull this article up. Let me pull it up here. Hold on. Right? We're going to go over this article here. What's going on, Derek? I was just going to say about that MJ Sony. Let's talk about this, guys. I could be wrong, but I could be right. Drake could be a sucker and at the same time getting done dirty just like Michael Jackson, y'all. Let's break this down for a second here. Let's break this down for a second. Let's go over this article. Drake accuses Universal Music Group and Spotify of unfairly promoting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Drake had filed a petition against Spotify and Universal Music Group, accusing the companies of conspiring to inflate the streaming and radio numbers of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us amid the rapper's months-long feud. Drake says in the petition filed in the New York court system that UMG paid influencers, radio stations, and others to promote the song and use bots to increase the song's popularity. His references the company's multi-year license agreement and says they have a long-standing symbiotic business relationship in which UMG charged Spotify a licensing fee 30% less than usual for Not Like Us. In exchange, Spotify frequently recommend the song to new users, he says. Drake and Lamar are two of the biggest names in the rap genre with several #1 hits, including the Grammys between them. Said Drake claims UMG engaged in similar practices with other streaming platforms, such as Apple Music. For example, when users asked Siri to play his album Certified Lover Boy, it played Not Like Us instead. Hey guys, that's nasty work. I didn't know this was happening here. I want to know if anybody actually used Siri. Come in my comment section. If you're not here in the live stream and you're watching the replay, gang, come in the comment section and ask if you actually said, hey, Siri, play Certified Lover Boy, and he got Not Like Us. That's wild, guys. He also says UMG fired employees with or perceived as having loyalty to Drake. Spotify and UMG were not immediately available for comment, though UMG said in a statement cited by Associated Press that the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of his artists is offensive and true. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and observed legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans chose the music they want to hear. It is unclear what provoked the conflict between the two, but earlier this year, they both released several songs filled with jabs and insults aimed at each other. The pinnacle of the exchange was Lamar's Not Like Us, which spent 2 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and has more than 900,000 streams on Spotify. Before filing a complaint, which would turn Drake's accusation into an official lawsuit, Drake is requesting discovery that includes the identities of the people UMG and Spotify allegedly paid to promote and stream the song. Every time a song breaks through, it means other artists does not, he says in the petition. UMG's choice to saturate the music market with Not Like Us comes at the expense of its other artists like Drake. So he's not suing Kendrick Lamar, right? He's not suing Kendrick Lamar. Let me go to the big box here. Big box. Well, I got some more albums I'm going to bring up here. He's not suing Kendrick Lamar, guys. If he was suing Kendrick, oh yeah, that would be the biggest sucker L of all time. I get it. The initial reaction of this lawsuit, when you hear Drake is suing Not Like Us, the average person's not going to go do a deep dive to find out exactly what's going on, right? They're not going to do a deep dive. They're just going to say, man, Drake is suing. Drake lost. He needs to go ahead and take the L like a man, right? I even said in the video, and I did the reaction, like he needs more people on his team to say, hey, man, we just got to shut up. We took a hard L. Kendrick's not going to be in the Super Bowl. We're going to ride this L for the whole year. We just got to ride this storm and just have some heat in the chamber. We just got to here's what we got to hit the studio, record some hot tracks. Let's go on tour in another country here. Let's get some bread. Let's make some music. This eventually will die down, and then we'll come back hard. We know we got a chick in the armor, but we got to fall back here, right? But then I started looking in the weeds here, and then I started looking at several things here. Let me do this. Let me pull this up. Let me do this here, guys. Because what I was just thinking in that video is what I was thinking here, what some people on Instagram were doing. Let me pull this article up. Oh, get a little lag here. Come on, internet. Let's get this right here. Drake, okay, we're talking about the inflated numbers here, but this article, I don't want to talk about, what we just talked about here. I want to see what people were saying online. Because this article had a couple of funny things that was popping off here, right? Like, we see this dude here says, Kendrick, F the whole industry. Drake, F the whole industry. Cole, F the whole industry. Fans, actually, I'm on the industry side here. Like, Drake can't win right now. He's suing, and they were like, yo, forget the industry. We like what the industry's doing here right now, right? The fans are funny as hell. Like, we see this here, Drake realizing that he could sue his way out of his problems instead of facing them like a man, right? This is what we were seeing on social media. Or we're seeing basically Drake and UMG convo, not like us, taking scenes from different TV shows. This has truly been an incredible year to be a Drake hater, smiling all the way through. You see him using that LeBron meme here. Says, Drake the type of nigga you find and hide and go seek, and then he cry and say he wasn't even playing. Fuck, he was in the dryer for it. Like, come on, man, they wildin'. Drake reporting Kendrick to the HR department is crazy work. Like, this is what's going on social media right now. Drake trolled and begged for Kendrick to get into the ring and got his ass handed to him, and now he went back in the house and dialed 911. Hey, man, this is just a taste of what the internet's doing. Like, Drake's lawyers for the lawsuit, Initial and Rory and Mal. Hey, come on, this is nasty work here. Kendrick and his team reading the RICO charge for Drake. Come on.
The Knicks are going to wrap it up. Mikal Bridges liking that stat line.
Come on, man. They wrong for these memes here, guys. They are so wrong. But what am I talking about here? Let me see here. I only mess with one song on Certified Lover Boy. Drake is the epitome of not letting artists break through. This lawsuit is very hypothetical. Here's what I'm talking about here, guys. I'm introducing something for you guys to pique your ears here. Right? What we're looking at from Drake's side here is, it's not just the disses that's got under Drake's skin. People connected to Drake is basically saying he is taking the quote-unquote pedophile lines to heart. When you look at that and how that was the megaphone, you know, certified lover boy, certified pedophile, whap, 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 whap. Right? That part of the song, whap, 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 whap. You know, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Like, that hit hard. And Drake took that the hardest, because wherever he goes, everybody thinks that he diddles little girls. But here's the problem with Drake, though, on this part here, but we're going to get deeper into it. Drake introduced this on his own volition with some of the videos he's taken with underage kids. And I'm not saying he did anything or not did anything, but the way that he act with certain fans and the way that he talks to them, it looked kind of suspect, didn't it? But all we got is accusations and allegedly, right? But there's the people in Toronto and Canada that say, hey, man, we ain't got a chance with the girls because all the high school girls are at Drake's house, right? This is not new. This has been long-standing news for like the last decade, right? So, but the thing is, these are only allegations. He's a big-time artist. People are going to say anything about everybody. So when it comes to these pedo charges, let's add some items here, guys. Drake owns all his masters. Listen to me here. One of the things that makes Drake so goddamn rich, that man owns all his masters. And as I'm adding this here, he is to be up for a new contract renegotiation for a new deal coming up here. He owns all his own masters, so he's getting everything. Whenever you hear a song that's getting licensed on ESPN or a commercial, whatever the case may be, hey, that's Drake's money, baby. The label ain't touching that. He owns all his masters, but he is up for a new contract with his label. Think about it. You inflate the numbers. You're using Kendrick Lamar to do the bidding of the label. We'll big up Kendrick Lamar to go ahead and get our Drake number lower for this new deal. Think about it, guys. By the time this ends here, it's going to be a whole year, and the whole world is turned on Drake, and you are up for a new contract, but you own your masters, so the label has a different negotiating plea because you own all your masters, you own all your content. That's 100% you. So how can I get back at Drake or get Drake at a good number? Or not just a good number because I don't own the masters and I can't really make as much money as I can off him. How can I get him at a lower number to make up just a little bit of that recoup because he owns all his masters? Let's allow Kendrick to get his moment in the sun. People are appealing to some of these accusations. Let's drive the algorithm, and let's see where this goes. Think about this here. These guys have, no matter the artist, they all got a morality clause. They all got some sort of morality clause in their contract. You don't think that UMG, when they come to the table to officially talk to Drake about a new deal, that they're going to say, we understand this here, but the whole world thinks that you're a pedo. That is ruining our bottom line too, Drake. We can't give you the same deal that we gave you before because since your numbers are lower, that means that our numbers are going to be lower. So we're going to need you to bring that number down just a little bit because since you took the L, we got to take the L too. This is not me being a Drake fan, guys. This is not me being a Drake fan. This is just me outlining certain things that's occurring and for us to think about it here. You can hate Drake and call him a sucker and he's not like us. And at the same time, we can say, yeah, the label is trying to screw his ass, possibly, allegedly. Right? Think about it. They went hard. People everywhere are saying he's a pedo. He's doing this, he's doing that. People are quoting the Kendrick line. Man, you had all of California and Compton. Drake had best friends. DeMar DeRozan, who played for the Toronto Raptors, they were best boys. They were like soulmates. And then when it came down to the line of saying, DeMar was like, hey, I'm riding with Compton, niggas. Drake has lost all his friends, all his allies, and he is looking at it as, yeah, all these dudes were suckers. But the main culprit is my record label because they want to get me at a lower number. Several things can be true at the same time, guys. Several things can be true at the same time. Drake is a sucker for filing this lawsuit at this time. But maybe, just maybe, he had to file this lawsuit because the powers that be is trying to sabotage him. But since he's got nothing but sucker bones in his body, he doesn't understand the timing of his ways to even present a lawsuit. So in a sense, guys, Drake's damned if he's due, damned if he doesn't. I'm not here supporting Drake. But let's bring it back into fruition here. Dave, why are you mentioning the pedo stuff and then you ask about Michael Jackson? Well, Derek kind of alluded to it here in the chat. I didn't read all his comments, but I see he was chatting on it. Around the time when Michael Jackson and he was going down the line. As the older we get, guys, and shout out to Twitter, because X is now releasing so much content that would have been blocked before the old powers, before Elon. I know Elon is a janky ass dude, but sometimes, people are complicated. They're complicated people and they serve purposes, and other times they're the enemy, right? But the one thing he's done with the platform is made it wide open. And so we're seeing so many videos, so much archive stuff that probably got blocked off, and we're seeing Michael being the thug that he was. And one thing that was going on with Michael was he was buying up all the masters in the industry. He owned more masters than the labels. We talk about him buying the Beatles behind Paul McCartney's back. Y'all need to do your homework and how much of the industry that Michael Jackson owned as far as the masters. And once he hit the pinnacle with Sony Music, what happened? What happened? Ain't it ironic that Michael was getting all the wacko jacko items going on? Remember, Michael was being sued for being a diddler. Remember, the FBI came in on Michael. Remember, he went to court and fought it. They tapped his lines. Everything that happened, there was no settling. The ish got thrown out. They did everything. They didn't get a conviction on Michael, but they did everything to ruin Michael's name in the court of public opinion. So by the time that Michael died, he was wacko jacko. He was wild and he was out there. He was quote unquote broke. How was he doing all this frivolous spending? He's going to go bankrupt. He can't afford to keep Neverland Ranch. Here's the thing, guys. We got to eliminate big media, big white media, and the racist white supremacists that gives us inundates of information that brainwash us. The media was doing this for us to be against Michael. Let me ask this question, guys. If you understood how much of the masters in the industry that Michael Jackson owned, it made sense why this man spent the money that he did. When you own all those masters and they're in circulation, whether they're playing, they're being licensed for commercials, movies, products, things of that nature, Mike was making millions on millions on millions every single goddamn month on the publishing and masters alone, not even counting his own goddamn catalog. So, when you saw those interviews where they were trying to put Mike in a bad light, in a bad picture, and he just spending money, just be spending money, think about it. If you knew for a fact that you owned over half the industry's publishing and masters, and you knew these checks were coming in by the month because you own the industry, wouldn't you go ahead on spending sprees and buy whatever the fuck you want? And then let's say that you overexpend for the month. You know what you're going to say? I just won't go shopping as hard this next month. I'll let the new masters, checks, and publishings kick in and pay the debt off. That's how Mike looked at it. I own the industry, so what if I overspend this month? If I chill next month, I'm back to even and don't have to go back to work and make another goddamn album. And the industry hated a black man could do this to them. They hated the fact that he went behind their back and bought all those masters and basically said, y'all some suckers. Y'all looked at me with my skin with the vitiligo thinking I'm crazy. I'm smart as a goddamn fox. Don't let Gary, Indiana fool you, y'all. Don't let this Gary, Indiana Negro fool y'all. Don't let this vitiligo fool y'all, man. There's a reason why I became the king of pop here. It wasn't because I could dance and sing. I had to have some sense behind my head to do this goddamn music, the business game, because I was with Berry Gordy. Say what about Berry Gordy? How that black man back in the 60s been able to run Motown and run the music game, okay? I was raised among this here. So when it came time for me to be my own man, you think that I'm stupid? You think that I'm crazy? Nah, you can paint the picture I'm crazy. I'm just going to get paid. So all those years until Mike died, we looked at Mike as wacko jacko, when in actuality, the industry wanted what he had because he was smart in industry. And if you notice, after Michael had passed away, his estate, I believe like a couple of years ago, it took a while. His estate several years ago sold all the masters. I believe it came close like $1 billion. They did a quick sale and they just went ahead. Let's go ahead because the estate, the money's going to go to his mother and his 3 kids, which is not his kids, but he claimed that as his kids. So hey, Mike's Mike. You know, if he said those are his kids, those are his kids, and they're going to inherit his money. So the estate was going through this legal battle with his mother, Catherine, and then the kids. But the kids weren't fighting. Just what happens? You got lawyers involved because they're getting paid by it as well. But as soon as everything was cleared up, they sold those masters back to the labels. I bring that up because as much as we all hate Drake, I get it. We all hate Drake. We don't like him. We don't like suckers. We don't like the way he moves. We don't like his get down. He does make some good tracks. Some of y'all like, I don't rock a whole album, but there's at least one song in every Drake album. I bet you that y'all say, yeah, I actually like that Drake song. Everything else is sucker and succotash. But there is some Drake songs that y'all listen to, right? But I'm just saying that the timing of the lawsuit is janky on Drake. But I understand why Drake did it. Drake is not Michael Jackson, but Drake is arguably the biggest, not rapper, but if not one of the biggest pop stars in the game. Like when it comes to male musicians, he's at the top. I mean, I don't know how many people's at the top of him. Like you could say him and Taylor Swift. Like him, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce. 1, 2, 3, right? Those are the biggest artists in the game right now. So Drake is damned if he do, damned if he don't. The problem is his label is behind this now. And now the label's behind this here. And now that Drake's suing, where's Drake gonna go? The only route at this point here is independent. He has to know when he makes this decision that I can't go to the other big boys because they're all in cahoots here. So no matter where I go, they're going to be working behind the scenes because if the other suits go behind them, they know that I'm going to get the bag that I want here. The whole idea is they trying to get me at a lower than number. And he knows that they're going to try to get him at a lower than number. So who cares if I sue or not? I'm going independent anyway. But you know what, though? Even though I give you all this information here, here's one thing that we're going to see here. Even though I'm trying to talk all eloquent, give you these details, give you this background, give you a similarity to Michael Jackson, at the end of the day, guys, it don't matter. You know why? Because all y'all hate Drake, so it don't matter. This is only going to work for Drake when the man is deleted, okay? When he, not saying someone's going to do it, when he's no longer on this earth, okay? I'm saying all this, but all y'all dusty Negroes don't give a damn. Y'all hate that man, so it don't matter and it don't give a okay? I gave you all the information, but the power that be is going to be like, Drake is still a sucker. I don't care what you give me, Dave. It is what it is. I don't care if he going to get a lower number when he goes up for renegotiating. He's still a sucker. Hey, man, I'm sorry, guys. But hey, I got caught like it is. Shout out to my man MOP in the building, dropping the members chat here. Been here for 26 months, 2 years and change, brother. What's going on? Happy Turkey Day. Sub to me, F Moist and Drake bitch ass. I'm not subscribed to your channel, MOP. I'll double check. I thought I was. Thank you for that members chat, man. Let me double check here. I thought I was subscribed to your channel. Hold on, bro. While I see you here, I don't want to forget. Just take a break here for a second. I got to catch my breath here. Your boy's cooking. Hold on. Let me double check something here before we move on. Hold on one second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show some love to MOP here. I thought I was subscribed. Well, I am now. I wasn't. Okay, I got you, brother. I'm subscribed now. I'm supporting you. I thought I was subscribed to your channel, but I am now. I see you live. You did about 5 hours ago. 49 minutes long. Gotcha, man. Well, I'm subbed now. Showing love to the people who show support to me. I got you, man. Helping you out. I thought I was subbed already. That's why I always see your stuff. But you know what, though? Everybody hits me up, too, man. What the hell? Who the hell is this guy here? I got a blocks on. Who in the hell? Hold on here. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. So I got a tether in my channel here. Hold on. Oh. Okay, here's what I'm going to do here. I'm not dealing with y'all janky asses. Hold on. Who in the... No, I'm not even going to respond to you. Block. Let me block your ass. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. There was a dumbass chick in my comment section. And I called her, she was saying a whole bunch of babble. So the babble was so bad, I called her a bitter baby mama tether. And then someone, if you see the whole conversation, I'm not backing down. I don't give a damn who you are. You come to my channel and you want to be disrespectful in my house, you going to get this work, male or female. Right? So then if you a dude that sees the whole thing and then you're going to come into the fence of this tether, then you going to get the block. Oh, yeah, I got death threats about a few weeks ago after the election. This is not the death threat here, Chucky. No, after the election, I got death threats. Yeah, a whole bunch of Democratic shills and tethers were like, see what's going to happen? You wish the worst on you. You're going to have this and that and everything. They were coming out the woodworks. And I was laughing at it, because I'm not outside like that. I am outside, but when I'm outside, y'all don't know I'm outside like that. It's not because I'm scared. I know how to goddamn move. I'm in Chicago, baby. We know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be hard for you to catch up to me. You know what I'm saying? But when you see me though. Right? Because when you see me, I'm kind of flashy. I mean, you're not going to see too many dudes who look like this, but then when you see me in person wearing a 2 or 3 piece suit or something like that, I'm decked to the nines. Even when I'm dressed down, I'm decked to the nines. But I'm not outside like that. So when I get death threats like that, I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to catch me slipping. And everybody can get caught slipping from time to time, right? But if I'm not where you can find me, and I don't announce where I'm at, and when I do announce where I at, you a day late and $1 short. So yeah, I did get some death threats, man. But not that there. That was the tether who was going in because of the Corey Holcomb, Cheyenne Bryant situation. Doctor. And she was trying to combat the fact that you could be a doctor. I was like, no, you can't. You got to go to school. You got to get your undergraduate, and then, like I said, my best friend went to med prep and went for a whole year to actually prepare to get into med school without even getting college credit. And then once you get accepted to med school, then you got to put in the hours to go ahead and pass med school. And after you pass med school, you got to get into residency and you got to apply. There is so much that go on. And there is these dumbass tethers and these weak ass ninjas. I'm calling y'all out. You weak ass ninjas. You know what I'm saying? That's over here defending certain crap here. And at first, I was going back and forth. I'm like, hey, I'm having fun here. Now I'm at a point now I was like, you know what? You. You're not subscribed to the channel? Y'all trolls and tethers. So you know what that means? I don't want to engage with y'all anymore. If y'all going to come up here and I say my piece and then y'all going to act like a little bitches, then get the fuck out of my channel. Hey, man. He says, that bitch an internet doctor. Yeah, T. Orlando. Get T. Orlando in the chat here. You guys have no idea how many people is supporting this fake ass doctor. Here's the thing though. I dropped a short today, and one of the shorts that I broke down with Corey Holcomb, I made sure I found the clip to making the short where Corey says, how do you know she's not a doctor? It's easy. Ask her where she practiced as a doctor, and then you can find out if she has a license in that state, right? That's just a simple thing. We're going on with that, right? And then people want to go and say, well, you don't got to be an MD to be this kind of doctor. She got a degree in psychology. And it's like, You guys are missing the goddamn point here. Y'all caping for her because she's an attractive woman. So if an attractive woman tells you something, you're going to believe every word she says, because why would this pretty woman lie to us? So I'm dealing with these cats in my comment section. I'm like, you know what, though? At that point, I was like, I'm not responding to this dude here. Like, you come out of left field supporting a tether? Hey, I'm going to put this out here, guys. I want y'all to hear this, who's on these live stream, who's going to hear this live stream later. If you go to bat for a musty tether, who I call a tether when I see that you are not an ally and not one of us, and then you go to bat and support that tether, that means you a tether too, and you can go ahead and get this mother work. Upper man says, you see how the tethers are stressing while trying to stay attached to us FBAs? I'm banning to notice that even at my work, they are really feeling the divide. You know why they're feeling the divide, upper man? Because when we make that delineation, when we separate, they got nothing to stand on. They've been piggybacking off us and using us as shields here. But then when we separate, what happens, upper man? Why are you niggas leaving us here? We are one nation, one brother, niggas. Why? That's what the white man wants you to do. Out of the way, the white man. Out of the way, the white man. Hey, that's what the white man wants you to do. Hey, nah. You got to fight your own battles now, brother. All right? Because we see what happens. When we call out stuff, you want to come at us like you guys are white supremacy and blackface, y'all. Let me say that again, guys. If you see someone that you think is black, but then you start hearing them talk, and then if I'm telling y'all, if you hear white supremacy and blackface, hey, keep it moving. That's tether babble. No, they're not one of us like that Drake, like talking about Drake here. They are not like us here. That is tether babble, okay? They only align with us when it's good, when they know they got protection, and then they want to align and simulate with us. When it goes bad, that's when they talk bad about us. But when we delineate, that's when the insults come in. Why are you niggas leaving us? Hey, come on, man. No, we good. We good. Where's her lambskin? Hey, that's funny. Thank you, Dave. That helped. That was towards the people in general. Oh, okay, my bad. Well, I still signed up. That's right, Chucky canceled. That person's canceled. That dude ain't got the burner, allegedly. Hey, Jay, I'm not saying there's a safe in my house. I'm not saying there's a safe in my house, or I'm saying there's a safe in my house. And I'm not saying there's anything in that safe in this house. And at the same time, I don't have to go to the safe in my house that may or may not be there, because Johnny Law is 3 houses down. And if you ever knew where I lived at, if you try to come in my neighborhood, you gonna see a police SUV that sits in front of my house or across the street from my house every goddamn day. And if he's not on my block, he is literally, when you pull out the subdivision, less than 1,000 feet away on the other street. So I'm not worried about that, because if it hits the fan, the Johnny Law's down the street. That's the beauty of living in the suburbs, okay? You can talk about, you say, Dave lives in the suburbs, and Dave's a sellout, or he's a warrior. Hey, man, I've heard that my whole life. You know something, though? I'm a taxpayer, right? Shout out to the taxpayers out here, and my tax dollars go to Johnny Law, Mr. Policeman down the street there that sits there in the corner and watch fine citizens live in this neighborhood here. So even if you try something, I can just wave out the window, be like, hey, Johnny Law, it's going down. It's going down. Pull up. Y'all don't know. It's good to live by the police station, and it's good to be by the police and the fire department, guys. Fire department's right around the corner, too. Some go down, they'll be here in 2 seconds, man. That's what my tax dollars going to, man. That's what my tax dollars going to. So I apologize. I meant to say beginning. I got you, man. I figured it out. Yeah, the she-tellers are starting to become more flirty with us niggas. They looking for an anchor. Yeah, they want to create that anchor baby, upper man. They need that anchor baby to stay around, baby. What's understood ain't got to be said. Yeah, man, no doubt, no doubt. Hold on, did anybody drop any cash apps? I'm about to get out of here in a second, guys. No cash apps here. All right, no cash apps. Let me go to Facebook here. Did he show up? Did he comment? Did he comment? Nope. Hey guys, here is this is old. No, this is from 8 hours ago. Nah, I'm looking at the comment. He's saying, you were never bullying me. You little bitch. He actually said in the post here, you will never bully me. What a little bitch. CT. Yeah, I'm talking about you, CT. Talking about you. You had a chance to pull up and you didn't. Oh, well. All right, guys. Had to put that out there. Shout out to everybody in the building here. We're at the 2 hour and 50 hour mark. Okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Think we had a good stream here. Let me talk about a few particulars here, guys. There will be no live stream this weekend. Damn, who was that? T. Orlando, you a drunk ass. You only show up with beef. You only show up when you hear some beef. Like, damn, who's that bitch? Yeah, come on, man. You over there drinking at the casino, having a good time, probably got an earbud in your ear. You know, you probably listened to Halfway Me and doing some gambling, and all he heard was, this bitch. And then Tyrion was like, oh, wait, well, Dave beefing again. Who Dave talking about now? Man, come on, T. Orlando. That's right, hit the like button. Excuse me. Okay, guys, let me just say this here before I get out of here. No live streams for this weekend. Your boy is going out of town. I am going out of town to see some family. So I will be out of town Friday, Sunday. Well, not technically the whole weekend, but that whole weekend, your boy ain't going to be on and ain't going to be making no content. But here's the thing, though. I got to get on the grind to make some videos before Friday so I can drop content for the whole weekend. So just because there's no live streams this weekend doesn't mean I'm not dropping content, okay? Also, too, yeah, I am. Yep, Clifton. I'm coming to your neck of the woods, Clifton. I'm coming to, can I be respectful? I'm trying to be respectful for my family. I'm trying to be respectful for my family. I'm coming to janky-ass Toledo. Ain't nothing in Toledo. Ain't nothing in Toledo, man. I'm going to have to go to the dispensary. I'm going to have to go to the dispensary this weekend. I need to pack some edibles or something, okay? The food alone ain't going to hold me, all right? So, yeah, Clifton, you know what's up in your state. Yeah, man. I'll be in Toledo, Maumee, the town next door to Toledo. Yeah, I got to get a hotel. I'm going to be, you know where Maumee is at? Clifton. Hey, Derek, Clifton, you know Maumee? That's next door to Cleveland. Before I go, Derek and Clifton, my Ohio brothers. Do you know Maumee? Maumee. Do you guys know that? So Highway 23. Yeah, I'm staying out that way. That's where the hotels are at and everything. You know, you get a good rate and everything. Chucky says, don't forget to take some of the baby juice along, pork chops and all, Dave. Stop at the point. Hey, my baby girl's gonna be all right. All right, she got her own food. Okay, she ain't no baby no more. She in 2nd grade. My daughter's in 2nd grade, dog. Y'all got them jokes though. We may be cousins. Oh Lord, Mo, don't tell me your people's in Toledo. Stop it, Mo. How you live? Oh Lord, Toledo's so bad. You don't know where that's at, Derek? It's next door to Maumee, next to Toledo. Okay, south of Toledo, not many brothers. Yeah, the only thing in Maumee is the freaking Red Lobster and the Cracker Barrel and the Fridays. Hey, every time I go to the area, man, the only thing I see is a Cracker Barrel, Red Lobster, and the Applebee's, right? Or whatever, or Fridays. That's one thing I know they got rocking over there. You know, so I need to be prepared. I gotta work on some content. I'm gonna try to do some content lead up to Friday, and then whatever I do record, I'll do some editing or trying to do some back end YouTube stuff while I'm out there. I may gotta go to the dispensary to figure this ish out. Okay. Juice box Dave. Stop it, Derek. Stop it, Derek. Derek, you've been on your best behavior lately. Hey, Derek, you've been on some good behavior lately, Derek. I'm kind of shocked at you. I'm kind of surprised. I shouldn't say this out loud because as soon as I say this, the dick nannigan is going to begin again. But Derek, you've been on your best behavior, Derek. I'm proud of you. You know, I don't got to do you like Theo does you or what goes on. Said, stayed at the Renaissance last time. Cute rooftop bar. Oh, really? Up in Maumee? Hey, Mo. At Maumee? Hey, where are you talking about, Toledo or in Maumee that you stay at for the Renaissance? I might gotta check that out Friday night. Hey, I got nothing going on. After I'm done with family, when we go back to the hotel and everything, what am I gonna be doing? Just sitting, just chilling. Hey, you talking about in Miami or Toledo? Let me know. I never been in Toledo. I've been to Akron. Okay, Derek, gotcha. Says, you stealing, Dave? What do you mean I'm stealing? I'm not stealing nothing. What would I be stealing? I don't steal nothing. I pay for everything I got, dog. You know what, though, these days, I don't feel good about stealing anything. Even if you use your Fire Stick to get pay-per-views, right? Shout out to the people, the boxing channels, like said, you know, the Fire Stick gang, or I'm just letting y'all know right now, I don't do that, guys. Not passing judgment on you guys for Fire Stick gang, but I buy everything I get. I have a conscience, no matter how you feel about the big industry and things of that nature. If I gotta pay for something, I pay. You know, so I don't steal nothing. That's what y'all know, that I don't steal nothing. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all who do that, but not me. I don't steal nothing, man. If I pay for it, I pay for it, you know? Even the times when people try to give you stuff for free, I don't feel right. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pay for it. Don't worry, I got you, man. No. If I can't afford it, I don't want it, you know? Dave, Toledo is the epicenter of Ohio State versus Michigan. Oh, really? No, hey, Clifton, you are right. The last time I was out there, it was Michigan, Ohio State. This is like about 4 or 5 years ago. And it was, you know, it was football, college football weekend, and all my peoples, and then people, I went to Red Lobster. As soon as I got into town, I had to get some cheddar biscuits. I got some cheddar biscuits, and Ohio State, Michigan was going on, and it was wild. Yeah, okay. Hey, Clifton, you just reminded me on that one. Thanks for that heads up. Yeah, that is I experienced that big time at a Red Lobster. Yeah. Derek got replaced by a pod people clone. Hey, I think Derek has been, he's been cloned. Yeah, Derek's been cloned. He's been on his best behavior, guys. Says, it was my mom's anniversary of death on the 24th, so I've been chill. Oh, man. Oh, my bad, Derek. I didn't know that, man. The 24th? That was 2 days ago. Hey, Derek, hey, all jokes aside, Derek's a good guy. And my first year on my channel, I was going through a lot. And before I go, I was going through a lot, and I opened up about the loss of my brother. I mean, my brother's happened this year, but loss of my dad. And there were several live streams where I let it out. I just couldn't hold it. I let the chat in and let you know how I was dealing with the loss of my father. That was a serious situation. And Derek clicked on the link, and me and him had several conversations, several live streams about his mother and his family. So at the end of the day, I clowned Derek, and we got jokes back and forth. But at the end of the day, though, Derek's my guy. Right? Derek's been a loyal supporter of the channel, but at the end of the day, though, Derek's a good man, you know? And I know that personally from his conversations, he's been through a lot and everything with his moms, and that's a hard loss. Hey, man, my prayers and my blessings are to you, brother, man. I understand. Like, I recognize that you were not the silly Derek, so I get it, brother. Hey, man, one love to you, man. I got you over here, man. It's all respect. Toledo, gotcha. Okay, Mo, Toledo. I'm gonna look into that, Mo. He says, damn, condolences, Derek. Yeah, hey, show some love to Derek, guys. Said, you stole your daughter's baby juice some months back, dude. Please leave the baby juice out of it, Chucky. Hey, man. Hey, it's real talk, Derek. At the end of the day, man, we peoples here, man. We can't, like, I use these live streams. You know, YouTubers have been a great mechanism for me as a secondary revenue source. But at the same time, though, I love talking to the people, and I love the friends and associates that I've met and met up here. So, hey, Derek, we got your back, man. It's all one love, man. It's all one love. On that note, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. You know, with that information with Derek. Hey, Derek, we support you, brother. We support you. I'm getting out of here. I need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Here's what we got here before I go. I'm either gonna do a pre-Thanksgiving pull-up tomorrow, or I will do a Thanksgiving live. But I won't be around for the weekend. Okay? I want to put that out there. I will either do a Thanksgiving live, or we'll do a pre-pull-up here. So this won't be the last live of the holiday here for the last month. But I'm out of here, guys. Shout out to you, Derek. Shout out to the tribe. Shout out to the new subs that's going in. We got all the new content that's dropping, and I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream here. Go Toledo, Mud Hens. Stop the clipping. On that note, I'm that dude named Dave, man. I'll check y'all out sometime this week, guys. But on that note, I am out of here. Deuces.